Here comes a Black Rose Dragon. Econ take. Dude, this is a real chain of events here. No pun intended.
Concentrating current. Sakura, is this how it all ends? Fury! 800 damage!
Oh my god! It's not the second last change, but he's the last.
Oh, that's so weird. No delays, no Sphere Karibos. Tez can Levica goes to the moon. Smithers takes it back.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Season 7, Week 5, Team Wars, a match between Death Row and Banana Rampage. I'm the Egg, and with me today is Tenma. Hey Tenma, how are you doing?
Very, very good, thanks. Hello everyone. I'm really excited to be here because it has been such a long time since I casted a Team Wars match, so I hope it's gonna be a good one.
We're so excited to be here with you guys. Looks like this is about the 4th or 5th match today. Been some great matches out there as well. The title does need to be changed. We will change that in a moment. Thank you, Toledo. Been some great matches out there. Today, Death Row and Banana Rampage are going to get started, and we are already in the room. Player Knob will be the starter for Banana Rampage, and Zeko will be the starter for Death Row. These two teams are in. Oh, I actually forgot to put the division, but I'll get that in a second. Let me see what division they're in. Division standings. Yeah. So Death Row is in and Banana Rampage. Golden Castle Stromberg division. The Golden Castle Stromberg division. Banana Rampage sitting at 2-2 with a -3 round differential. Picking up a win today would be big because Pharaohs actually lost today, so they were also 2-2. And so this would be a huge win for Banana Rampage if they could pick it up. Death Row sitting at 1-3. A -5 round differential is not bad. They're ahead of Bless RNG, which is at a -14. So they're in 7th place. Looks like Death Row has a good opportunity to move up if they can win this. They probably need to win the vast majority of their remaining games. They could probably lose one more game and still make a wildcard position for the playoffs. We're here today with you, and we'll be with you for about the next 2 to 3 hours, and we're looking forward to a great match. I'm very happy to be with Tenma for the first time in a while. Tenma's probably one of the best players in this game. He is one of those few gold icon people that we all know and love here in Team Wars, and he's gonna probably check me on my calls, which is a good thing since sometimes I make the wrong ones.
Thanks for the introduction, but I don't know. That's too much for me. I don't.
Too much. Okay, so Player Knob is already on the table. Zeko, get on the table and let's roll. You've already been called.
Okay, first correction. It's noob.
Oh, is that noob? That's not knob. I don't say things the right way sometimes. All right, so where is Zeko? I'm gonna check the channel to make sure. It looks like timer's ticking. Alex has called game, so Zeko, let's go. Looking at the chat, I see Wulad the boy, Toledo. Alex, of course, thank you for being our ref today. Without the refs, none of this can happen. So, Alex DePau, thank you for being great ref. Props out to you, buddy. Hazy, broadcast manager, Team Wars. Glad you're here, buddy. And Eternal Mystic, Holler, Mermail Natsu, Macon, and Vinny Duel Links is yeah, I guess. Are you still on Banana? You were on Banana at one point. And Pedro BK also picked up here in the chat channel. All right, Zeko, let's roll.
Is that Dr. Zeko or Death Row Zeko? I think it's that. It must be Doctor.
Is Doctor's Echo? Oh, yeah. Oh, Death Row's
Yeah,
Echo. Death Row, right? No? No. I don't know.
yeah, Death
I think it's Doctor. We'll call him Doctor's Echo from now on. And I don't have a spectate button though. Come on, boys. I don't have. I'm not a mod in Team Wars. I can't change the title. Hazy, can you help me out? Change the title. Thank you, buddy. I don't have a spectate button. How is that possible? There we go. All right. Let's see what they open with.
Yeah, opening combos are always exciting because sometimes it's a lottery, but if you win it, oh boy.
Yeah, especially if you can O2 the combo. I'll put on some. There's just the Duel Links music for y'all in a second. I wanted to make sure we had the video at first. So there's your music. Alright, looks like SSA Crystons versus HHG Black Wings. Black Wings, unfortunately for them, seems to have flipped first. Although they're not going to get OTK'd on turn 2, but this is a tough match if you don't draw the Cyclone.
Yeah, but going first is actually pretty solid for Black Wings because they are known to play Necro Valley and AFD, so it seems that this is what he's going to do right now.
Good point, because he didn't use the Seamoon summon. He can summon a non-dark monster, meaning he can go into Ancient Fairy Dragon. Ancient Fairy Dragon will have the effect of being able to wipe out all field spells. One of those will be Umi, but that won't matter if SSA comes out. But the other one will be his own HHG. By doing so, he gets to draw a Necro Valley from the deck. Necro Valley does hurt the Crystron the Crystron engine. Although the SSA, I guess, still can do some things, right, Tenma?
Well, it's still the Crystron stuff that it can do because if you have Solfafnir in hand, you don't need to use the graveyard at all. And yeah, it depends on his hand most likely. If he has a way to get a normal summon plus a special summon, he can definitely out the Necro Valley and the AFD.
Yeah.
But it depends. He needs that Solf in hand because he cannot send it anymore to the graveyard with, one of those Miller that they play.
Yeah. Looks like Cyclone's going to come down, which will stop the Necro Valley's effect in the first place. Key card on both sides of this matchup, Cosmic Cyclone. Genex Undine. Tenma, talk about this engine.
Oh, well, this is very common in the SSA because it mills a card as a cost, so it cannot be negated, these mills, and you can only negate if you try with the Chain or Chalice, them adding to the end the Genex controller, which is a bonus basically for the Crystron player if you do it. Yeah, it seems they opened really well with CC, removing immediately the Necro Valley threat, and now he's doing his Crystron stuff.
Yeah, and so this is where I bet the Crystron player or the Blackwing player wishes he had APD instead of AFD, so he could force a play here while he's still in defense mode. But unfortunately, he needed to go with that Necro Valley, right? So let's see what his play is. Summons Chris in attack mode. Blackwing Whirlwind will activate. Unlikely he has a second Cyclone. More likely, since he didn't send the Smiger, that is an impact set already.
I'm surprised he didn't try to play around a potential close from end, because the DC3 could get negated if there is indeed a close. We'll see, but I assume the face down could be an impact, so that's why he feels that he's not in a hurry, since AFD is basically a dead card at this point. It doesn't help the Black Wings at all. It's just a beater.
Yeah.
And not a good one.
Searches the Bora. Bora is not going to come down right here, of course, because the Gale is already in hand. Gale's going to come down and activate its effect, probably on the Smiger to drop it to a 900 defense. It did exactly that. There is no impact in the grave. Impact is most likely set, which means that AFD 3000 defense is actually 0 when you think about it. He's going to go Rakiri, so he can go Bora, so he can force a play. But by forcing a play, Tenma, isn't he just going to get Amatrixed into defense mode?
if there is a close.
Not if there's a close. Tenma's right. A close would then, of course, if Rakiri is out, you can use the close from hand because he is a Blackwing Synchro monster. There you go. Now, if he puts the Bora out and then he goes for the pop, he can close, send the Bora, summon Blackwing Whirlwind, and if that's not impact, it'll be GG.
I think the play is definitely to go for the back row here.
I think so too, Tenma. If he forces the back row here, he'll force the impact play. That will make everything happen, including a Citri. Oh, he went Citri. That's going to force Citri there.
Maybe there is no close, I guess.
Maybe there's no close. That's true.
Yeah.
Looks like no close in hand, Tenma. No close in hand.
Yeah, but still going for the back row if that's indeed an impact, it does the same thing. It
Right.
forces him to use the C3's effect or lose the impact for free.
Yeah, I agree, Tenma. I think that probably back row was a better hit. Also, this little 900, you really wanted to, since you know that's impact and this search isn't going to mean as much, you really wanted to get that off board. Amatrix in attack mode, there's not much to be done. He's already used his normal summon and his search off Whirlwind, and that will be all. That will be all. This does not look like a wonderful situation for the Blackwing player since Gen X controller is in hand. Brionock can come out and then just start tossing cards left and right and left and right. And that's exactly what's going to happen, boys and girls. Bria knocks out. Smiger's going to activate his effect, get impact. There it is. Ooh, a prismatic one.
Yes, exactly 3 discards for the 3 monsters from the Blackwing.
1, 2, 3. And
Effect
that's
impact.
lethal.
That's over already. Well, it needs an impact face down to make it lethal because he is a 5k.
Oh, he is at 5k. Tenma's right. This is only 4,800. 25 to the face, 23 to the face, impact face down. Oh, he's going Citri beatdown. There it is. Citri beatdown for game. Zeko wins the first one. Death Row will go up 1-0. Alright, Tenma, so opening up Black Wings with Necro Valley, but it just didn't quite work out. Just didn't quite work out the way that Banana hoped for. That was probably the matchup they wanted, though, right? You think?
Yeah, they must have predicted a Crystron from their opponent, but sometimes it's just it's not enough. Necro Valley is not enough, especially if they open their Cosmic Cyclone or Evan out with a synchro play. I feel that sometimes you need both Close and Necro Valley to win this matchup consistently. So not a really good, and it's not really probable that you get that hand that often, because AFD is really easy to open now with so many level 4 and 3s that you can just drop on the field with Whirlwind and searches, etc, etc. But
yeah,
you need to draw that close, and there's no searcher for that. So
got it. Well, we will roll right into spectating the next match. Player Noob versus Dr. Zeko. Also, Hazy has said that there is a poll in chat. Go ahead and check that poll out. Fill it out for Team Wars purposes. And hey, Hideki. Hey, ASAP. Hey, everybody who's saying hey to us as well. I'm TheEgg, he's Tenma. We're happy to be here with you for Team Wars Season 7, Week 5. Here comes a Sealed Tombs deck, Tenma. Which one do you think it is?
I assume I think it's Dark Magician. Otherwise, they would have repeated the other deck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, they're saying in chat that my voice is really quiet. I don't know if you can do anything about it.
I will bump. Alright, Tenma, go ahead and try again.
Alright. Now I hope to not blow everybody's ears.
No, you're in the yellow. For me, you're in the yellow. I don't know.
Okay.
It should be good. Hey guys in chat, if Tenma is a little low, let me know. I boosted, but let me know and I can go into Discord and play with the settings in there too. Looks like Undyne again gets summoned, tossing out all kinds of Crystron nonsense, and then there were a bunch of plays made that included purple and yellow ones, and then somehow a tuner made it to the field. So, the Sealed Tombs deck, 20 cards, most likely, Tem already told you, is Dark Magician. Let's see. The only way you know is if you see a circle.
He didn't use Cosmic Cyclone in the draw phase, so I think there's no CC for now. And going first, it's generally really good for Cristrons because they can set up a board and not get interrupted by a potential circle banish. And I don't know if I wasn't paying attention, but did you manage to send an impact to the graveyard on turn 1?
Let's look. Looks like Thysfern,
No.
Solfifnir, and Undyne in the grave.
So at the moment he cannot negate the banish from circle with his impact, but I'm sure he will try to send it as soon as possible in the next turns.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, thank you Lotso for the tier 1 sub. 11 months to Team Worms from Lotso. Lotso's message, Egg is old and Tenma sucks. As usual, Lotso is a genius.
Yeah. One of them is truth and the other is a lie, but
That's right, I am
I'll
very
let you
old.
guys this right.
That's funny. Alright, Rod, after setting up the combo very clearly, he wouldn't have searched off of the circle the Navi and then not had the combo with this. So Rod's going to attack into the Citri. Citri is going to tag out with Gen X Undyne. That's a 2 plus a 3. That makes Amatrix. 1600 is going to be enough defense on the Smiger to avoid being destroyed by the Rod as well. So Rod is going to do nothing. One thing he could do, I guess, if he wanted to get a Rod for next turn, is he could run into the Amatrix, get closer to the Sealed Tombs as well for next turn, if he knows he's not going to die. That's something he could think about, but...
Well, that's probably something he would have done if the opponent had impact in the graveyard, so he could have the opportunity to chain block the opponent from using impact.
Yeah.
Of course, he could also just summon Kaiku and avoid all that nonsense.
Avoid all areas of sin with the Kaiku off of the Navi, that is true.
Yeah. But those are two ways to dodge impact negation at least.
Yep. Looks like Gen X controller yet again. The normie is going to come down off of the off the hand. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 3 plus 5 plus 3 equals something that doesn't make sense. So this is either going to be part of Zektron or Brianok.
Yeah, this is a bit scary for Dark Magicians because it seems he has to take care of a few threats. One coming definitely from the Brianok that it's about to drop, and he cannot really deal with it without banishing it. So
Right.
unless there is a TTH, of course, if there's a TTH, he's a god.
Well, TTH is run in the Dark Magician deck. Now, you know, Magician of Dark Illusion has gone to semi-limited. So if you're running a TTH plus the Magician Dark Illusion, which most of the Sealed Tomb decks are running, you will have only one TTH. Not many are running Clash anymore. So I think that probably TTH is a possibility, but it's a really low likelihood. Really low likelihood. We will see, though. Looks like the Thysfern's going to have its effect, which means TTH has not been activated. He could just, however, be waiting to do a chain TTH to Navi off of the Brio. So he could TTH open, and then Navi.
This was a good play by Xeko, I think. The fact that he searched before summoning Brianok. Because now...
Kaiku.
Yeah, because Kaiku is going to stop all his searches, but he will have a Solfafnir and at least one Crystron card in hand already, so he can definitely do some things here.
Yeah. Yep. Here we go. Let's see what that other back row is, too. Something like Expanded could be very troublesome for that Amatrix.
Yeah, but I feel now Xeko can really go into a lot of synchro plays.
A lot more.
Oh, I mean, he could go Quarion easily with this and with the hand he has. So he it banished the entire field, basically. And
Yikes.
yeah.
So
And after
Quarion, of
banishing the
course,
entire field, he could even get a summon. So if that back row is nothing,
oh boy.
yeah.
Quarion would be so bad he would lose. So when Quarion comes out, level 9 synchro monster has to have 2 tuners on the field, which Tenma is saying that's not too bad to do right now for Zeko. He can actually banish, as long as he can target them, he can banish 3 monsters either on the field or in the grave, which means this entire field will be gone. Now normal summon's already been used and he's already used a lot. He would have to use a lot to get through to the Quarion, so I don't think it would be lethal, but that would be a pretty massive blow if the Quarion was able to come out here.
Yeah, unfortunately, he is forced to use now the effect from Turtle, so he won't be able to special summon anymore.
Right.
So he's going for the Quarion without lethal at this point. He's going for the 3k damage probably.
That's exactly what's happening. Looks like it. Okay, Quarion's gonna come out. Here he comes, that big old level 9 gold boy. That is a whole lot of green circles. There he is. He's only at 2800 because of the Umi on the field, but he is gonna banish all 3 monsters. You almost know that there's a set coming too. No set. Interesting. Also, no delay. Also interesting. Let's see what
Is there an impact in the graveyard deck?
I don't think so. No, it looks like no impact in the grave. Let's see, the banish pile's pretty heavy too, but no impact in the banish either. But yeah, no impact set up. He had to use Smiger's effect, I believe. Oh no, he had to keep Smiger on board. Whoa! Dark Magic Curtain comes out. This is going to be Dark Magician from the deck. That Dark Magician is going to be able to banish the Quarion without a problem. 2500 to the face is guaranteed. Really, it comes down to what else? Does he have a normal summon? Sealing the Tombs, of course. Does he have a normal summon plus expand?
You can't normal summon anymore.
That's right. You can't normal summon when you use Curtain. You can only set. So he's going to attack once, not set anything. He probably did have a normal summon.
He's still in the Tombs. He needs to have everything in hand to play right now, because his entire graveyard is locked.
That's correct.
He had a lot of plays from the graveyard. He had Solfafnir and Smiger for sure, and even a Turtle. So that was okay. He has C3 in the end. That's gonna be sufficient.
After the tombs are sealed, are off sealing, now the tombs are off sealing, there is a negate in the grave for that Dark Magician. There's one navigation in the grave. So really what it comes down to is it enough to have Amatrix? Is that enough?
Be enough.
Single set?
Unless there is a navigation face down. But even then, he would have a lot of floating from the graveyard.
Right.
No, right. He will get banished because there is an impact re-established. So, yeah, if there's a navigation, he's in trouble. Oh, okay, he's going for Sam Destroyer. So, I think the back row must be lands.
Interesting. If the back row is Lance, though, I mean, Sam Destroyer goes down to 24. He's not as great against the Dark Magician in this case. If that back row is Lance, he has a negate. But he can't use it in the damage step, so
yeah.
The Dark Magician would drop to 1700, so I guess that means Sam Destroyer would kill it. The back row looks like it's Cosmic Cyclone.
That's interesting. He's not going for the Umi.
Ooh, he hit the Tretch, but the Tretch would have been live. He could have negated the Umi. Alright. It's a big hit. So neither of these two cards are Rod, because if it was, he would have played the Tretch and he would have played the Rod. So he does not have Rod in hand. And this isn't Navi, because he would have already played that too. So I don't know what these cards are, but they aren't Rod and this isn't Navi, and neither of these cards are Navi. Solfafnir comes from out of the grave now. Hey Tenma, there's an impact in the grave.
And there is no more Kaiku. And there is no more. Yeah, and there is no more Seal Tomb, so he needs the other way is adding a rod to chain block it, but there is no rod either in the graveyard at the moment, so that impact is gonna be huge. It would
Huge.
prevent any banishing.
Absolutely tremendous, that impact. This is going to be a negatable card because of the Navi in the grave. He really needs a top deck Rod into Navi. Like, desperately so.
Yeah, and he also needs to put the rod in the graveyard, which at this point is not easy. He has to use illusion magic, basically.
You're right, you're right. I actually, Tenma, you know what? That set card is Cyclone.
It could be. But I feel he would have used it before using Curtain.
Maybe so.
That has been set since forever.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Then what is it though? It could only be expanded, right? I don't know what it could be otherwise. It's not giving terrible prompts. I haven't seen damage delay stuff, so it's not Clash or expanded. Maybe it's just a Navi and he doesn't have the third Dark Magician in hand. That could be. That could be.
He has one negation in the graveyard.
Single
right?
negation in the graveyard.
I don't know, I feel we could have got rid of this Dark Magician some turns ago. When he went Samurai Destroyer.
With the one negation in the graveyard, is this lethal?
I guess he has something. He must have. He wouldn't have summoned in attack.
He has
Like
to have
this.
two things, right? Yeah.
Does he have a tuner though? Yeah, yes.
He has the Citry that he had banished.
Yeah, I guess he has another impact. For sure.
And there's the second and prismatic impact. So Citry's gonna come out no matter what. This attack will not go through as this Dark Magician was special summoned to off dark magic.
Oh my god. You didn't have any more Amatrix? Am I tripping?
What just happened?
I don't know. I think he used only one Amatrix, or...
He used Sam Destroyer. He definitely used this Amatrix, special summoned off Citry effect. He used Quarion. He used... Oh, there were two Amatrix used. There were two Amatrixes used, I guess, right? No, that can't be. That can't be right. Brionok.
Yeah, I used Brionok. Yeah, there's only 4. Everybody plays 2 Amatrix, so... I don't know, maybe he didn't have any more level 3. Can you check that in the graveyard?
How am I able to check that? I really want to check it.
Darn.
Darn.
Do you guys in the chat know?
I wanted to check that.
I guess it's tough.
Alright,
Yeah.
unfortunately we're unable to check the graveyard on that one. Maybe he didn't have any level 3s in the grave for Citry. That could be. But we do believe that he had a second Amatrix in his extra deck to be able to go into with that Citry. But unfortunately it looked like he wasn't able to go into it.
Yeah, well, I feel that the moment he lost was when his Samurai Destroyer got destroyed, which is something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tim is exactly right. That's exactly it.
Guess it was right. I mean, it's a good thing it happened, because if it was named Dark Magician Destroyer, maybe it would have a shot. But Samurai Destroyer in this meta nowadays,
Yeah,
they're
right.
already gone.
You're right.
They're already gone.
I mean, the 6 Sam meta has long since passed, so Samurai Destroyer should not be in the meta. You're right. You're absolutely right. Vera, I would check the grave with one massive exception. I don't know when the next guy's going to come on the table. We're already in the spectate, actually, so we'll do it when they are flipping a combo. That's when we'll do it. Alright, Ishizu versus Zane Truesdale. So Zane Truesdale is very obviously level augmentation Shira. Don't you agree?
Yeah, why not? I don't think they have it though.
Or beat down Dark Magician, or
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's beat down Dark Magician, that could be. But it doesn't take either, like...
I'll be shocked if it's anything else. Dark Magician's Rod comes out, the prismatic version, will search himself a circle, which means he probably has one of the other pieces. Well, I don't know, maybe not. But with Cyclone, you probably have one of the other pieces if you searched a circle. So he has one piece. Let's see if he gets into the second piece for his combo. Maybe not so much with this delay.
Maybe he's just thinking real hard about the order. Curtain. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I don't think he has the pieces. Yeah, so here's the illusion magic that comes down. So he's got 2 sets. Otherwise, he would have just set the illusion magic, I presume. Well, maybe the other thing.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
there's another thing with the Sidra matchup, which is it has cyclones.
Well,
But typically they don't hit the back row to prompt something out, but they could have 2 cyclones, so that's an issue. Two Dark Magicians to hand, both the red versions. Double set just like we anticipated. We can probably presume the hand is Curtain and 2 Dark Magicians with a Navi set and something else. We don't know.
well, if he didn't open Cosmic Cyclone or a way to special summon, oh, it's heroes. Okay.
Wow, there we go. All right, it is not Cyber Style Sidra. For all of you who were making fun of my level augmentation Shira prediction, it's actually heroes. What kind of heroes does? What kind of heroes?
It is Master of Fusions, most likely.
Master of Fusion. Okay.
And what's uncommon is the 20 cards, because nobody nowadays plays
I tell you what.
20 cards.
Looking at the heroes, if you play 20 cards, there is no way you're playing form change. It is not happening.
Yeah, and I feel it's, especially with this skill he's playing, he needs to play Cosmic Cyclone, so
Yeah.
yeah, maybe he's playing just 2 Ferris to accommodate 3 Cosmic Cyclones.
2 Ferris and the man opened one.
Oh, didn't he search? Yeah, he searched with Stratos.
Oh, did he?
so
Oh, he searched the Ferris with Stratus. That's correct.
It's fine, it's fine. But still, this isn't ideal, because you want to do. Okay, he did have Cosmic Cyclone.
Here's the
You
Cosmic
generally want.
Cyclone. You'll usually hit the circle. Yeah, that's the safe play. Of course, Navi is also back there, but
Yeah, I mean, well, what I was trying to say that ideally you would want to summon first Ferris and then try to go for Stratos to pop the back row, because Stratos is that good and has that really strong effect against Dark Magician, because it doesn't target, so
yeah.
they are forced to activate on someone, and that's crazy, because they can just pop the heroes can just pop the circle at that point.
Yep, I agree. Looks like he's gonna go into Adoration using. What does Master of Fusion do again? Gets him a poly or something?
Yeah, it gets him a poly, so right now, even if he had gone into Kaiku to prevent any searches, it would have been irrelevant because of the skill.
Yeah. This man has 2 polys in hand.
He hasn't used the skill, has he?
Yes, he did. There's the non-prismatic
Oh, wow.
poly from the skill, and then he has a prismatic poly that he searched. So he's going to go into Adoration, float the Malicious, and go into... I don't know, what can he poly on? What can he poly into?
I don't think there's anything else they
There's nothing
they
else?
play.
Oh.
Yeah. But this field will already force the navigation from the Dark Magician player.
Yeah.
So he's gonna lose at least 1 Dark Magician if he attacks correctly. And it seems there is a delay. I don't know. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
treacherous trample! We know that Poly's in the hand. Is Mass Change also in the hand? We know he's not running 4 change at 20 cards. Mass Change, does it come down? There is a quick play that's available, or is that a Navi delay?
He needs to now. So he target the Stratos. So the Stratos won't be a factor anymore. So no more blast, which is really important in this matchup for the time being at least. Egg, do you mind checking his graveyard?
Sure.
See if there is a Celestial?
There is no Celestial in the grave. Oh, that treacherous trap hole killed them both, and now all you have is a naked little Malicious on the field. Minus 1,000 life points from the CC already. Yikes, if this is an active navigation. Whoa, here comes the mask! He can take this hit, he knows Poly's not in hand. He can wait for a circle, or if he has another circle in hand, he can just wait for it, banish later.
Yep. The TTH was huge. Really, really huge. Alright, Lord, I see you in chat. Good job on that big win streak you went into in teamwork.
That was
8 and 2.
crazy. That was crazy. I was watching that thing. Lord was killing it. I think only the Ritual Beast player could have beaten him on his streak, to be honest with you. He was killing it. Nice job, Lord.
So at this point, he just needs circle or
Or Rod.
rod.
Rod or Circle are game, period.
Yeah, which have 4 cards. With 4 cards in hand, there's a big chance. Or it could even work expanded to get rid of the Yankee. But we know he has Curtain, so... And 2 Dark Magicians, right?
Well, one thing that's weird is, so he had Rod in the grave, right? So if this was Navi, and he had Curtain, no, he would have still had, yeah, he has 2 Dark Magicians and unless he set the Curtain, like being goofy, he has 2 Dark Magicians and a Curtain in hand. He can only get over that Anki with Curtain expanded, or with the Circle play. Otherwise,
Yeah,
he loses next turn.
He needs the top deck to be good.
Yep. Either this set is the Curtain, or it would have been, it's a live Navi, most likely. Most likely it's live Navi. But honestly, live Navi doesn't do it for him. If this top deck was not Curtain, Rod, Circle, or Expanded, he will not win this duel. This card right here.
Yeah.
Or Timaeus.
Yeah, assuming that face down is navigation.
He quit.
Yeah, oh, he just cooked.
Yep, he didn't
Okay.
have it.
Well, this is a hard matchup in general, and the DPH leveled it up, but it wasn't enough. Without Circle, he wasn't
I agree completely.
able to win.
TTH is probably, in my experience so far, the only win condition, to be honest with you. That or a hero brick are the only 2 win conditions I think I've ever had.
Yeah, Kaiko is can be annoying, but this is one of the most one-sided matchup in the meta.
Yeah.
Basically.
I agree. I'd say it's in the 85% range.
Maybe it's generous, but yeah, it's really hard.
Yep.
Really, really hard.
Duel Links Lounge in the chat. How you doing? That's our friend Dark Necrosphere, and he has his own Twitch channel over at Duel Links Lounge. Make sure to follow him. He just casted a Team Wars match not a couple hours ago.
Yep. The most chill voice in Duel Links.
Yeah, he kind of is, huh? And you know what he does too? He plays old school video game music in the background, and it makes me like remember all the old video games I used to play. But anyway.
Batteries and stuff, right?
Exactly, like the original Mario Brothers when it was brand new on NES. Yes, I remember that. I think I was 9 years old. Alright, Zeko sitting on the table. We do not, at least when I'm streaming, We do not talk about what to send in, quote unquote, because we do not want to coach. So we won't discuss what to send in. I have my opinion of what I would send in, but we're not gonna discuss it until they send something in, and then we can chat through it.
Yeah, because we assume it's probably wrong, Gek. That's
Yeah,
why.
we assume I'm wrong. That's correct. But no, I think, I haven't seen streamers do it that often, to be honest. I think the Team Wars streamers are very good. But I think that the one time that people will listen to the stream, if they're in a war or in a VC together or something, is right now. It's like seeing what it is that other people think they would send in, looking at the chat for that. I don't think it's right because you don't even know what the lineup is for the other team, so it's really hard to dictate what they would send in. Anyway,
Player over the air is coming to the table. Nice.
all right, let's get it started. Perfect. We'll spectate this, and I will update the OPS, and let's get rolling. Seto Kaiba. It is obviously Beatdown New Neos. Beatdown New Neos is the new deck from Seto.
Heavy starter, thick deck. There's only one deck it can be.
Oh, heavy starter. Oh, yeah. Heavy starter,
Yeah.
thick deck. You know what that
Dark
is?
Magician. Thank you. Okay.
It is Blue Eyes. That's correct. 30 card Blue Eyes heavy starter. I think it's pretty obvious. Blue Eyes with a Neos engine.
No, that's just you, Nick.
Hey, Yano said Blue Eyes too. Look in the chat. He just said Blue Eyes. Ooh, I like that heavy starter Subterror. I think heavy starter Subterror would be dominant in this meta. Run 3 of those. What's the card? Flip Frog, right?
Yeah. That's also very good for your tongue twisting skills.
Fifth near tosses this bird into the grave, and here we go. Jetstream of the Blue Sky. Xerix, I saw that last week. Someone played Jetstream of the Blue Sky last week. For real. It happened.
Yeah, we all saw it.
It was crazy.
We all saw it. Yeah. Well, it seems the Christian player opened solidly with Face Turn in hand and Soul Fafnir, so I can get a search of any card he wants, and yeah, that's always a good plus for them.
I agree. And it's going to be very difficult to get that yellow Blue Eyes out of the grave.
So, well, generally heroes don't play much back row aside from those mass changes and Cosmic Cyclone, so we can assume that the face down is either. And depending on the delays, the Christian player already knows what to expect there.
Yeah, mass change, poly, and cyclone, right? Isn't that about it? Sometimes they'll toss in a Tretch and run one Bion, something like that.
20 cards. I don't know if he has space.
Yeah, no way. There's no way.
You know, if he has space for TTH and unless he's playing 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Ferris. Space is tight. Maybe he's not playing Plasma, which in this matchup is actually really important. So.
Well, I think the Crystron player just gave us an indication of the delay, right? He went Citri, with Rosenix in the grave, and what was the other thing in the grave? Fistburn, right? So he's got the option for a 6 and a 5. So he's indicating that he saw a delay, which means that's match change.
Yeah, I could have gone for another line of play, which would have been to pop the Zmiger with the Rosenix, and then search the impact from the graveyard. So maybe that's indeed a Cosmic Cyclone, and that's why he didn't do any of that.
Ah, I gotcha. But couldn't he have just held the impact for the Sulfifnir play next turn?
Yeah, but I think he wanted to set it in case. I mean, the set it here is a decent play since he would have Feast Turn in the. He didn't get the search, so could have done that. Like, could have searched with the Feast Turn and then set the impact, so he would recycle the Feast Turn basically.
Yeah.
but there is another Stratos, and he adds
Into
another
another
Stratos.
Stratos. And are they all prismatic? Let's see. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Triple prismatic Stratos.
Yeah. Rich boy alert. Oh, Stratos beat down. Well, Stratos beat down is not really a threat because you can only go into blast and there's only one in the game.
And
So
there's no way he's running 4 James in a 21 in a 20 card. So yeah, no, he could only go into blast.
even if you were running form change, he could only go into a level 6, so dangerous basically. And I
Dangerous,
really
yeah.
doubt it. I really doubt he's playing dangerous.
No
That
one's
will,
doing
yeah, that would be too dangerous.
Oh my gosh. That was the whole eternity of jokes. Alright. Let's see. I don't know. What do you do here, Tenma? You gotta get your impact.
That's a CC. It's already game over because he can do a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. Can he blow everything up? One there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could even set up Black Rose if he wanted to. I don't know if that's the best play, but he definitely can.
Scorpion, the Crystron skill is peak performance, but the mountain was CC'd off. No, it's
Scorpion. Like this, right?
Alright, come on. You gotta make a choice. He goes into the level 3. Smiger gonna pop. No more Black Rose. Quarion. And he has a normal summon. He must have read the CC, right?
Yeah.
He's
So
reading the CC.
any Smiger normal summon is the game, basically. Smiger or both. And he has Thistver in the graveyard, so he can
So you can literally search anything.
yeah, he can search whatever he thinks it's needed here.
Alright, in a 20 card hero, are you running Ebola? Because that's Cyclone. So in a 20 card hero, you're running Ebola. Yes or no? Let's see what you got, chat.
Yeah, the answer is no. But what should be like something like drowning and real shit our plans?
One Ebola, one Ferris. Yanu has big brain.
There's a delay coming from the CC.
But he's just trying to expedite the next match. I very much appreciate that, Zeka. Thank you.
A solid performance from Zeko, apart from that SSA Crystron against the DM. There was a point in which he could have won, but 2-2 is still a good starter.
Yeah.
And giving the counter pick advantage is always really important because of how teamwork work, basically. You really want that.
Absolutely key to get counter pick advantage. 2-2, but the counter pick goes to Death Row. Let's see if we'll have some of our favorites come up. Like Kagami, a chat favorite in the Team Wars, or maybe Cosmic Flare, who you've heard many, many times doing streams, cast commentaries, or in chat, and general chat in the Team Wars Discord.
As Wayne would say, that's Wayne is on the lineup. They're starting with 8 decks.
Starting with 8 decks. What is it? That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Oh yeah, you should change the names.
Oh shoot, OTA is it's not player knob, it's player OTA. I actually got the wrong player.
There's a special place in L for people like Kazak.
Alright. And we just waiting to see who the next player is going to be. Thank you, Yano. Yano, when you streaming? You streaming tomorrow sometime? I don't understand what Taz Preparetto Pro Steak Debufido. Why are you retired?
Are you ready for, I don't know what streak? Maybe it's English, I don't know. Of
What is
Bebeto.
Bebeto? What's Bebeto?
Maybe that's just the name.
Oh, Bebeto is a player. Oh, got it.
Oh yeah, that's indeed a player from
Oh, I
Banana
think
over there.
Bebeto God do Carino. That's got to be Bebeto will carry, right?
No, it's like Bebeto, god of carry.
Oh. Alright, here we go. It is Cosmic. Cosmic is on the field, so we will go ahead and get started. Cosmic Flare. Looks like it is a Yami Yugi deck going up against Crystron's. Very clearly, this is D-Draw Dark Magician. Your typical 23 card D-Draw Dark Magician.
Tag. Spawning the struts.
If someone ran a 23 card Dark Magician, they deserve to lose. Like, it's they just asked for it and they deserved it. Malay who comes out. Single back row, no palace.
That's not what you wanna see.
No, it is not.
Because Eddie Starter really puts pressure on his sabers because they have to deal with at least 2 threats from Crystron's. And he might have just that, only 2 threats to. They might have 2 threats and only 2 ways to deal with, and he stopped decking at that point.
This could be bad, Tenma.
Yeah, unless the face down is really powerful and he has another E-Saber card in hand.
I mean, what's
It's
powerful enough? Chain?
Yeah, Chain is definitely a good card in this matchup. Chain and Floodgates, I feel,
Floodgate.
are the best because Flood doesn't target, so there is no issue with them. And Chain being a negation that cannot be negated by impact is already really good. Okay, it seems that Estatio is Mager, which is generally not what you want to see here.
No,
But maybe it's trying to bait the opponent. And he actually has Solfafnir in hand. I wonder where is this delay. Okay, hand face.
End phase. All he had was Citry. That's it. That Citry's just gonna get flipped.
Yeah, this means he must have Lancia in hand.
I mean, if he has Alistair, it's game, right?
No, because I think the opponent has Lancia in hand.
Oh, you think the Crystron player has Lancia? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of how the starter works. Since he didn't open Solfafnir,
Yeah.
he likely has Lancia or the other level 5 or higher monster they play.
Can
Which
he
I-
play around it though if he has Palace? And okay.
I don't know, that's a really... I mean, with only 2 cards in hand, it's impossible to
Yeah.
play around with that. Because he wouldn't require an Alistair and an E-Saber.
And then Invocation because you can't search it because he can't be on the field yet. Makes sense. Ooh, Machina Fortress just got discarded. What?
No Lancia then.
Wait. How did it get
Well-
summoned, Tenma? What happened here? What is this card?
Well, that's an amazing card, especially in this situation, because the moment it gets target, okay, it doesn't matter whatever I was trying to say, but
Well, let's
because
talk
of
through it
Floodgate-
though. It's an interesting looking card. What's
Yeah.
the deal with it?
Yeah, when it gets, it has a really long effect, so many people won't read it in the ladder, and that's a great card in the ladder. But it basically, you can special summon it, discarding level 8, at least level 8 monsters, so which means itself and any other card in the game that has a level. And you can revive it from the graveyard with the same cost, but of course you cannot discard it itself because it's
Okay.
already in the graveyard. And it has a really powerful effect against these sabers because the moment it gets targeted by monster effects, so in this situation Molehu, if it was the only way,
Yeah.
he would have been forced to, he would have discarded a card from the opponent's hand.
Bruh.
And when it gets destroyed by battle, you can destroy a card on the field, so...
So if he runs
That's
over the
pretty
1600, he loses his Malayu.
Yeah, or whatever other cards he wants.
And that's any card on the field. It doesn't just have to be face up. Destroy that target. Target a card.
Yeah. But it has to be controlled by your opponent, but there is basically no other restriction.
This is like a wall. Maybe you should play it in stall. What do you think?
Yes, I can. You can discard your Sphere Kuribo and then...
The Sphere Kuriba. Alright, double set coming from the Crystron. One of them is definitely the Searched Impact. I think Cosmic might be in trouble.
He's not looking good because he has an impact. Next turn you will have an impact in the graveyard.
Right,
So Molefu's effect is going to be irrelevant.
right.
He needs a back row right here right now or an invocation. Invocation might be good here, but it's not enough for lethal unless he has concentrating current.
Ah.
Because he cannot attack first the face down
Yeah, because if you pop.
fortress. Yeah, it will get destroyed. Okay. Two Molejos.
Well, I
And
guess
pass.
now he can attack. I don't even know. That fortress causes problems. It being floodgated is not a good thing for Cosmic.
He didn't put the impact in the graveyard, right? He doesn't have it.
No.
Okay, so his Moleu flip is live at the moment.
But that would take a card out of the hand.
He's just going to go self beat down.
Yeah. And if I'm Cosmic, I probably let it die. I mean, wait, you gonna use another resource? Like,
Yeah. Many sabers don't open Palace or Alistair. Yeah, they can get out resourced really easily by Cristrons. Okay, there's a back row.
finally.
And the impact now. Okay.
Here comes the impact, yeah. I guess he's getting this impact so he can have plays on his turn and it'll be live in the grave from the Malayu. Is that correct?
Yeah, you will be able to negate any card that targets this a Crystron monster in the field.
Yeah.
But now his field is clogged, which is not a good thing for Christians because they work so that they can special summon synchro monsters on your opponent's turn, So if right now with this field there is actually an Alistair into a Virgo trio, that might be game over.
Oh wow.
So he needs to do something to this field, and he's doing it. seems he just wants to go Amatrix and start beating down the opponent. The fact that he has a floodgated monster is really annoying for him.
Yeah, you can't pop it, can you? With Crystron effects or anything.
There is only one monster that can do it, which is Solfafnir,
Oh, okay.
which is something that he is considering, I think. No, he's not doing it. But this is still fun for him because he's first to attack the Amatrix, and the Amatrix will float into the level 2, so there is no little play without current.
And there's no way he can target that Amatrix. I mean, Impact's in the grave.
Yeah, he can target it, but it's just gonna get negated.
Yeah, and then he's still
And
gonna lose
two
his
Maleus are
Maleo.
And 2 Maleus are gone already.
Wow. This man
And-
needs an Alistair.
Yeah, he really needs that Alistair. So he's down.
La Puella?
Oh, he got another back throw. Well, there's one thing he could do to get rid of the floodgated monster, and it's to resummon Soul from the graveyard and used it as the cost for the summon.
Alright, there's the pop you were talking about.
Yep. Now he has 2 floaters on the board, so he's safe this way. Can just keep removing the monsters until there's a way to have lethal. Let's see if there's a Apolia.
It has to be, right? There's no way it was Alistair and he didn't play it.
Yeah, we could have played Alistair. Yeah. Apolia. And there is a... That's definitely a damage step delay.
Is it Mirror Wall?
I think it's concentrating current deck.
Current? Well, if he has current, then Alistair could give him... I don't know.
Yeah.
Something good, right?
Yeah, Alistair could be good. Right here, right now. But did he top deck it? He had 3 in 15 chances.
It's pretty low rate.
Yeah, that's pretty... almost like rolling a die and pray to get the right number. Yeah,
Second Laboya?
I think that's an Alu.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be game. If one of them's current, this is game.
Yeah. The other card has to be either a non-targeting card or it could be chain.
The chain, I guess, works, that's true.
Could also have a Sphere Karibo in hand.
Oh, yeah. That's true, too. He's had that for a long time. And it ain't Alistair.
Now he's cloaked again though, so this situation, if you are the Christian player or something, you really want to avoid unless you have a clear OTK this turn.
He has to pop
Or-
the Smiger, right? What?
Yeah,
If
it
he
seems
popped the
to be-
Smiger, he could have gone into BRD. Floated his Amatrix, right?
no, because once you activate a Christian effect, you can only go into...
That's right, the Smiger activated instead of the Sulf. Yeah.
I was going level 6. I wonder if he's playing Brynock.
Oh, Brennock.
No, just in
sick.
picture. Okay. It seems he's trying to go for lethal right
He
now.
is.
But he has no way to avoid the draw if he doesn't have lethal. So if one of those back row or the hand card is a way to stop him, he might just lose next turn. So this is really important that all the attacks go through. Okay,
Nope.
starting with the Inzection correctly because he wanted to.
Wait,
Okay.
why?
Maybe he has another way to.
To what? It would have been the same hitting the Inzectron.
No, he would have gone face down because it's not a Christian.
Oh, he does have another one. Wow.
He does have another. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
What?
Oh.
Everything weird
that-
happened just now. Alright,
That's time out.
that's gotta be a time limit. Wow.
Yeah, time limit. Sorry. Yeah.
Wow. Alright, so Cosmic's gonna pick up that win, actually. And player
was looking
OTK.
rough. Yeah, I think OTA had many opportunity to go aggro, but he passed on it, and then yeah, something that can happen with Crystals is timing out, unfortunately, and yeah.
Honestly, Cosmic had a terrible hand. I mean, the
Yeah,
man
it
went
wasn't
Malayu single set twice.
Yeah.
With an early
Yeah.
concentrating current with double Malayu. I'm still a little confused. Okay, so why did he target with the Canadia the Amatrix first? To remove the impact, I guess? I understand why he didn't chain the Canadia to the Canadia. I get that. He wanted the Canadia summon. But why did he... I mean, why not the Inzectron first?
Yeah, could have gone for the Inzection. I guess he wanted to get Destiny Draw because that way he gets Destiny Draw if one of the back rows not lands.
Yeah.
Otherwise he gets dies.
Oh, here we go. I'm sorry, guys. I was just thinking about the last duel.
Well, actually, since we know now that both of his back row were Canadia, the Christian player definitely had lands. So that was the damage step delay that we saw earlier.
Yeah, you're right, because there was a damage step, yeah.
Yeah, there was the damage step delay, and yeah.
Second deck is Dark Magician. Circle comes out. Circle gets you a nav. Rod gets you another piece of the puzzle. Illusion Magic. There will be a live Navi set after the Illusion Magic gets used. Actually, you don't even need to use it against E-Sabers because E-Sabers have no Cyclones and can only pop the circle with Typhoon or Unending. So your Illusion Magic is safe. You can set it. La Puella. That's where Illusion Magic becomes less safe. La Puella, if it has that right there, Palace, it is a guaranteed single card negate of a spell or a trap, and that means that Navi is not going to come out. Now, Rod can get over La Puella. Tenma, something I have seen very many times now is concentrating current covering the La Puella for one turn. Pretty good play, huh?
Yeah, because he cannot get negated by navigation, so in this matchup is really important, and generally E-Sabers is how they win with La Polia.
Single set.
Okay.
He's probably going to bait with an Illusion Magic right here. He might not even need it, but he'll bait with it.
Yeah, since there's only 2 back row sets, like he doesn't even need to negate the Illusion Magic, so
That's true.
he's chilling.
But if he doesn't negate the Illusion Magic and there is another Rod or another Navi, that La Puella is not going to do the work.
Okay, there's no other
There's
normal summon.
nothing. Holy moly. A chain here would be absolutely horrible. There is no
Oh
chain.
no. Oh no. Is he trying to go for it? I wonder.
Is he gonna go for lethal?
He's definitely thinking about it.
Oh yeah, he's thinking about it right now. He's thinking about going into Kaiku, I think, particularly. Of course, that wouldn't
Yeah.
be lethal through Karibo or anything like that, but he's thinking about that Kaiku. I know he is.
Putting the navigation in the graveyard is important, so
Very much. I wouldn't terribly mind it if I was the Dark Magician player banishing Palace either.
because if he decides to attack, there is gonna be a back. Okay. Timmy already had a Dark Magician.
Playing
around.
around Floodgate.
Yeah, that's definitely a good play.
He has to go Kaiku here because 2 Dark Magicians isn't a game and Kaiku gives him too much advantage next turn, so he has to go Kaiku.
Right. We saw him playing La Canadia though, so
That's true. That's a valid point.
like I think 2 Dark Magician is safer. But
Really?
Because-
Because keep the negate or something? Yeah, I guess.
yeah, Covenant Negate.
You've got to get rid of that Palace. You have to get rid of it. If he targets the back row, he's made a mistake. There it
He goes
is.
for the back row and the back row turns out to be nothing. It's game, but he went for the palace, so maybe he won't attack this turn.
He might not. He might not. Have an active negate for next turn? He might not.
He's definitely thinking about it.
If he attacks with the Dark Magician, it will get to damage step, and if he has expanded, he wins.
It is true.
Also, Kaiku. Any expanded wins him the duel in his hand. There's no way he's going to stop the attack with a Canadian or a chain. In fact, Dark Magician can't even be targeted by chain. So, yeah. Expanded wins him the duel. Whoa!
Yeah.
D! What? What?
Okay. Was he forced to actually?
What?
18? He was left with 700. Yeah, I was forced to use a ran now, unfortunately for him.
Yeah. Tenma saying, could he have Wall of Deed one later so he crocked the D draw, but he dies in the attack order that was happened. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, Wall of D.
Yeah, so he basically missed lethal.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Cosmic and Inoue likes Wall of D, so I would it's a card I would definitely always respect against him.
Ooh, Rod off the top. Here comes that Rod. Okay, so he's already used Illusion Magic. He's a little bit boxed up. So if he doesn't have... He has a Dark Magician in his hand. We know that. So he will be searching Navi here. Doesn't matter about the Floodgate. Well, it matters a lot about the Floodgate. The issue is Purg. He has to run his Kaiku, the Destroyer, into the Malehu. He does not have a choice.
Yep.
There it is. Malehu has to use this effect. I know he will go down to 0 cards. I got it. But he has to bank on an Alistair. Yep, there it is. Alright, everything that had to happen happened.
Alistair is basically game though.
Alistair's game. It's over.
1 in 17, and this time there is no timeout to save Grace for saving Grace for Cosmic, so he needs that top deck.
I mean, it's either Alistair or he's dead. Like, it's just facts.
Yeah, I don't know what else he could save him at this point.
Yeah. Any back row won't do it. That's not gonna do it. He can attack in, not attack in. This Kaiku is gonna get flipped and attack in. I guess if it's Floodgate. Okay, never mind. Floodgate and Canada can save him because when the Kaiku gets flipped, no, it can't.
Not even.
He's just gonna normal summon his Dark Magician
Yeah,
and banish
Yeah, he's
and
a-
have
he's a-
negate.
he's on a conundrum right now because he cannot attack because he would make his Navi live, but he cannot leave the field
Yeah.
as is because he would just normal summon Dark Magician.
Yep. No, it's It's game. I don't know.
Yeah. There it is. Normal summon DM.
Bye-bye. This doesn't matter anymore because he has the negate, so this Malehu doesn't have an effect. This game's over. Yeah, because, well, it's over if there's a Dark Magician in hand, because it's 2,500, right? Again, expanded, but expanded or Dark Magician. Wait, didn't he have a negate?
Okay, just
Oh, he just didn't
wants
care.
to renegade.
Okay,
Yeah.
he didn't care. Shoo, shoo. Game. Player OTA will take down Cosmic Flare, and Cosmic will lose one deck. Nice job by player OTA. Cosmic's like the king of drawing Malehu, but
Maybe
only
he's bringing
Malehu.
more than 3, to be honest. We should deck check him.
How many Malehu that man running? All right. There you go. So next match will happen momentarily. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, like a good war here. Happy about that. Cosmic and player OTA down to their second decks. Let's see, what did Cosmic combine with Sabers that went in as a counter pick? You can do a lot of things, to be honest with you. Here we go, boys and girls. This looks like a mirror.
Oh, I see 21 cards on top.
Oh, 21, never mind. Cosmic's on top, okay, 21. Alright,
Yeah.
so this is heroes.
Yeah. It could be Blackjack DM. Okay, no.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. Circle into... DM. Okay.
That's yet the Navi. That's gonna be really important here, but it might not be enough.
I don't think it's enough. He'd have to have Tretch. Tretch is a key in this matchup going first. I mean, I almost wouldn't even set Navi. I'd set Tretch Cyclone. But you know, you just see. I mean, this is a bad matchup. I don't know what else to tell you. One set, two sets. Let's see what the hero has. See, Yano, that is big brain. 21 cards so you win the mirror. That is big brain. Right there. It still could be Dark Magician.
It seems he opened ideal with Ferris.
Tossed in Malicious, which means the Vion is going to have a beautiful play.
I'm sure a Stratos is about to be dropped on the field.
Yep. Wait.
Oh, it's going for the increase first? That's really risky if there's a Cosmic Cyclone.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's Cyclone, he gone. And then that Tretch play comes into play like I mentioned. One part of the combo. He has one part of the DM killing hero combo.
Yeah, I don't know about that play. That's really risky. If you had Stratos in hand, I mean, he still has Malicious, to be fair.
Yeah.
So
But
he'll still get a pop.
But that Malicious is very easy fodder for Treacherous Trap Hole.
But there's no more chance to go into poly for him. Okay, maybe he didn't have Stratos and he was trying to just to get the He was just
Mass.
trying to get. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a face down now. Okay.
Yeah, but now if he has like single mask, the Navi's gonna hurt. Oh well, there's the poly.
Yeah, there is. He has the poly. Allegedly.
Well, we'll see. Because if
Yeah.
it's stretch, I'd use it here.
Well, if he has Kaiku as well.
Oh wait, he already had poly. Holy cow!
You see? There's no problem if you have poly in hand then.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about the increase with poly in hand. Alright, Adoration's gonna come out. It doesn't have fodder to use its effect, so it's only a 1200 kill. He can wait till the mass change too. He can wait for the Adoration to kill, wait for the mass change, because that's clearly Navi, guys. So he can wait for the mass change and then banish it off and win.
Yeah, at this point he could even do it on his own turn.
I would do it on my turn. Yep. I think Navi ends this duel. I think that's mask in hand. I think that's what he's thinking through. And I think that's an active Navi. We know he has Dark Magician as one of his 2 innate cards. So, that'll be GG.
Must change. Okay. So he's forcing the navigation, if there is a navigation, face down. Oh, it's another CC. He desperately needs Illusion Magician.
Does he have it? Does he have illusion? Does he have it?
I see.
He has it!
That's it. He had it.
Oh my gosh! Banishing the Anki! And it's not lethal next turn because his in-card hand is Dark Magician! Oh,
Yeah,
okay. What's in the grave?
But there is Celestial, but there is still Tombs as well coming from the Dark Magician player,
Yeah.
so Hero don't top deck.
Oh!
Well.
Oh, smart. Smart. He's
Yeah.
gonna pop. He's gonna get the rod. He has Dark Magician in hand. That means he'll have a navigation live. And a sealed tombs. That'll end it, actually.
Yeah.
That'll end it. Smart.
There is no single top deck that the hero player can get.
Yep, that was very smart by, who's the bottom player? OTA?
Yeah, he's over the air.
Tombs are sealed. That means no Celestial draw. 1600 to the face. That's an active Navi. This is game, boys. This is game. Nothing Cosmic can do. Honestly, Cosmic played it pretty well.
Face.
Yeah.
Yeah, the skill completely changed this duel. Well,
Yep.
to be fair, the Dark Magician player OTA could have gone into Kaiku and stopped Celestial.
Correct, yeah. He
your
didn't
way.
even need the as soon as a set or a summon happened, he didn't even need the sealed tombs.
Yeah, he could have just toggled on and banished whatever he would set or summon and
Player
stop
OTA
any.
picks up the win.
Yeah.
So Cosmic's gonna come off the table. OTA puts his team up 4-3.
I must say, he set 2 Cosmic Cyclone, which is
That was pretty risky, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. That was super risky. He knew he had the summon anyway, but I mean, he dies to a CC. He dies to so many things. Like, anyway.
it paid off big time though. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect. As it turned, you know, he would have had to. He couldn't have cycloned his own circle. Let's say Cosmic doesn't play the mass change, right? He couldn't have. If he cyclones his own circle, the summon doesn't banish the adoration. So that's not that helpful unless you have some kind of another. No, there's no Dark Magician in the grave, so that's totally unhelpful. And he wouldn't have had the rod pop to get into the Navi, which he clearly, since he didn't double Navi set, he clearly didn't top deck Navi. So if Cosmic doesn't mask on that play, he gets a second card, has mask in hand, and Adoration still on the field.
And yeah, with that hand, I don't think Cosmic could have done anything different. Even he needed Stratos, or at least
Yeah,
some
he
form
did.
of back right.
He did.
He drew neither of those, and Cosmic Cyclone was really important because he removed the monsters. So yeah, because he would have been forced to play the Cosmic Cyclone before and get the summon from Illusion if he had more than one monster on the field. But he only had that single adoration, so he could just take the hit and then on the mass change do that. So
Yeah, that's exact. I mean, I think, based on what the top deck was and the need for Rod, I think Cosmic wins that duel if he doesn't mask change there. I think Adoration runs over anything. 2800, that's it. So you'd have to Cyclone your own circle. Adoration runs over that, mass change for game. Like I think Cosmic wins.
if you have an open field, I think you try to go for it. But I don't know.
It's tough. This one's a hard one. Like, we could go back to that one 3-4 times and we'd have differing thoughts and etc. But it's an interesting one. Cosmic, you played well though. Did you go 2-2, 1-2? What'd you go? 1-2? Well, okay. You counterpicked. You won the one. Then your combo got 0-2'd or something like that, or you got you lost your counterpick and then picked one up. You did fine. You need your team to pick you up now.
There was a swing in the momentum now because now the counter pick favor is on bananas.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That was such a good play, Tenma, though. Setting 2 Cosmic Cyclones.
I don't think he had any other plays. He literally had 2 Cosmic Cyclone and 2 monsters.
Illusion and Dark Magician.
So yeah. Like his hand was guided by Konami, by Destiny.
It really was. It really was. Death Row is taking a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta run that Green Mile.
The green line.
So, what are the standings for these 2 teams? Oh, okay, never mind.
They're in. One's in 5th place and one's in 7th place in the Castle division, Castle Stromberg division. Honestly, the 5th place team, which is Banana, really needs this win if they want to stay playoff eligible. Death Row with a loss is probably out of the playoffs, I think. Four losses this early might knock you out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know the title's wrong, guys. They've tried to change it. I think Nightbot might be having a touch of the COVID-19 or something.
It seems we are about to see Black Wings here, sent into Dark Magician.
It's interesting. The Blackwing better open well. Cosmic Cyclones key.
Or have multiple threats.
Right, true.
Imagine if he's playing Black Rose.
Black
Rose
Rose
into Moon.
His first summons Black Rose. That'd be interesting. All right, there's no threat of circle anyway. There might be no threat at all. This might be nothing. Might be Illusion Magician in hand though, but this might be nothing at all.
We saw 2 Cosmic Cyclones, so there's a high chance that one of those sets is
Yeah.
indeed a Cosmic. We didn't see from OTA the TTH, but we can assume, almost assume he's playing it.
Yeah, with one Illusion Magician, it's TTH or Clash for sure.
Yeah. If you drew TTH here is really strong because it can destroy anything that's non-named Chris.
Yep.
Because
Yeah, at that
That-
point, Chris
yeah.
becomes very rough.
or maybe he got hit by the bug.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. Let me check. I'll check for us the channel, guys.
Yeah, this is really annoying because the opponent actually plays cards, so I don't know. This is one of the most annoying bugs that Konami has graced us with. Yeah.
Alright, it is a bug confirmed with image and repeat. Alright, coming back in, Gypsy versus Player OTA. There was no change to that, and thank you, Konami.
Yep. And I see banana players like almost immediately agreeing with the repeat, which is a good sign of sportsmanship because
Yep, good sportsmanship shown by Banana. Thank you so much for doing that. Obvious repeat in our opinion. In fact, I see the error message didn't even show any players, any cards, literally nothing. It just says timed out.
Oh, there's Wise in chat. Kalinicta.
Wise? Son of a biscuit. I haven't seen him in a
Yeah.
while.
Never a nickname was less appropriate for a player.
Alright, this time the Blackwing player flips first. So, unfortunate for the Blackwing player, or maybe fortunate, because that Dark Magician player had triple set with no circle before. We'll see. It really just depends how he opens.
There's another big delay. I wonder if it's another
Oh,
bug.
goodness gracious.
Yeah, remember? Like, okay, thank God.
Good.
Card gets played.
This is a
Very
pretty
good.
terrible opening. Zephyros into Gale. It means there's no search. It's a lower rate of follow-up play. Maybe he's holding something like a close. He'd have to set a Cyclone, which could get Cycloned off. This isn't great. He goes Ancient Pixie.
If you have Cyclone in this matchup, you keep it in hand.
Yeah, you have to. Ancient Pixie, he also tosses back the Mountain to bring out Zephyros. Plays Mountain again. And now he gets the search off Pixie. He gets a set. And a second set. Okay, maybe he's in better shape than I thought. One of those sets has to be close, right, Tenma?
Where's the Cosmic Cyclones? 2 Cosmic Cyclone and he's in business.
Oh my goodness, the Dark Magician player has to set again without circle. And this time it's only 2.
Yeesh.
Yikes!
Those are indeed 2 Cosmic Cyclones.
1 Cosmic Cyclone. Does he have the... No. Void Trap. What? Where?
Oh, interesting. This used to be a deck to play when Thunder Dragons were meta because of Leganeer.
Ah, gotcha.
But
You-
it hasn't seen much play recently, I don't know.
Yeah, you have to go to Rakiri. Okay. Alright, Rakiri comes out. That was a special summoned Gale, which means this might be a normal summoned Chris or something like that. Yep. Alright, so Rakiri's going to pop the Navigation. Navigation is going to summon the 2 Dark Magicians. No, Illusion Magic game's already over. Alright. GG well bricked.
Well, to be fair, it bricked the first time, so it just
Yeah,
very bricked the
just-
second time too on the repeat.
They just re-bricked.
Yep.
Alright, so OTA is going to finish 3-2. Dude, that is a great work. Great work. Your team lost counter pick, and you came in and 3-2'd. Excellent work. Don't feel bad about that. Man, this is a close war.
Yep. It's gonna be a long one, probably. Unless there is a streak right now in the middle, because we've seen it in the past few weeks that games start out really close, and then at this point, on the 5-4, 5-5, there's somebody who just you on a big streak.
Someone goes like off.
Yeah.
Alright, Tenma. Let's see. This was, it's 4-4. Gypsy came in with black wings. I mean, I don't want to talk about counter picks, but there's a pretty obvious deck that I assume Banana will bring in here, right?
Yeah, we're thinking of Gladiator Beast. Great
Yes,
matchup.
Gladiator Beast, exactly. With that in-hand trap card that seems on ladder to always be in the hand of whoever it is I am playing against.
You always forget to play around it.
Yeah, I
Always
forget to play
attack with
around
the
the hand
monster
trap
first.
that is impossible to play around, yes. It's a
If you
troublesome
have two
thing.
monsters, you attack with the small one first and then the big one.
I don't know. I'll attack with the... I should set debunk more often. That's what I should do.
Yeah, you should set debunk.
Yeah.
That's a good card.
Yeah.
It actually slaps around a few cards in the meta. Whale, a lot of Crystal
Whale, that's a good one. Yeah.
Crystal Searchers, Alistair. I don't know. It's not a bad card.
Actually, it's not a bad tech. Yeah, I just got a new side deck card from Tenma just now. Alright. Bibito. Bibito is on the field. As I have been told, he is a god. So, Bibito God is on the field against Dr. Gypsy.
Let's see if he's a false god or he's a natural god.
A false god. That was pretty good, Tenma. 22 card Yami Yugi. What could this be?
I see a Necrofear Matt. That's definitely Necrofear.
Necrofear Sabers, I agree. Elemental Saber Malay who comes out of on the field, and he is going to use Palace to dump in Necrofear and win in 5 turns.
I don't think any of that works like that, but
Alright, Malayu with a card back.
CC, huge. And he's going for the Palace.
Humongous.
So now we need to set, Initiator in hand to set his opponent monster.
Yep.
Okay.
He had the Zephrys too. Oh, this is big. He has follow-up.
Oh,
Ooh.
Floodgate can't stop any searches now.
That's huge.
Okay.
No searches, normal summon is already used, nothing to do. But that Zephyros is going to eventually be in the grave, and when it is...
Another back row. That's so annoying for Black Wings
It
when
really
they draw
is.
one back row at a time, but not stop them.
That's when you're like, please give me my other Cyclone. Please give me my other Cyclone.
Well, here he decides to not attack and clear the field, which is definitely a good play to play around the potential top deck Moon.
Yep.
So,
Also, it
Yeah.
plays around in-hand Gale with Zephyros. Since you don't have Palace, it's the best play. In fact, it's probably the best play again if you get a back row.
yeah. Now if he keeps on getting back, okay. Probably as a better monster now
Right.
by this point.
I agree. Here comes the Chris. It's gonna get flipped face down by Malulu.
Yeah, maybe Egg is having a stroke. Somebody call 911.
There goes Nalu. Nalu with Malu. Malulu.
Oh, okay. There is no more call cases for the
Well,
disabled
he
player.
could have Typhoon or Unending.
Yeah, I mean for the time being.
Yeah, for today. For this turn, yeah, there's no Alistair threat.
Yeah. I feel he's trying to remove the
Yes,
level 4.
Chris.
Mm. Gale?
Gale's gonna search Orishi, unless he's running a Harmaton version.
Or level
Or
1
Pinkai, whatever.
Pinaki, you mean? No, but there was the other one, the level 1 non-tuner. How was it called?
Jin.
No, the other one. The non-tuner, the one we saw last week. What was it called?
Sky
Yeah, that one.
Sky Blaster? What was it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hopefully we get some help from chat. Okay, now there's 2 floodgates used already.
2 floodgates, and there's gonna be a Simoon eventually here. But see, there's Malehu effects. There's the Simoon. Now he has the Zephyrus. I don't know if I would have even done the Gale, but it prompted out the floodgate. That's fine.
Yeah, floodgate is really a bad card for to see for Blackwings. It makes your day really miserable.
Yeah. Jetstream the blue sky. Thank you, Xerix.
And
And there's
reverse.
actually another one. There's a hand trap that increases attack by 500. You could also draw up a Gale.
Egg is a specialist at drawing bad cards. The thing is that he cannot get over the Molehu with the Simoon, so
Yeah.
he's forced to try to synchro.
Yeah, but if he plays that Orishi, he's just going to get it run over by the Malehu. Like, that Orishi is never going to come down and do anything.
He needs to see you later.
Yeah, actually he does.
See you later in boulders.
See you later is huge in the ES match, you're right. Just because of that card right there.
He decides to go into Gale so that he saves a synchro play for next turn.
Yep. Yeah, now he's got to run over the Gale, or he's going to get shrunk. So he has to run over the Gale or have another wasted resource in hand, which means the Orishi might actually get a chance to come out. Now the Orishi will probably get to use a back row. He's really got to wait for a Cosmic Cyclone before he does that.
How many sabers has he used so far? Okay, he didn't. Maybe he drew another floodgate tag.
He used Malehu and Nalu and has Malehu on the field, so there's at least 2 sabers left.
The card he just set is another floodgate. This game is over.
Yeah, you can just deck them out. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Tenma's right. That's it. I don't. Ballista. And some like terrible
Obelisk.
play, like running
Obelisk.
into.
Plasma. Well, Plasma would have been good too. Yeah, now we have to wait for another Simoon to tribute summon over any of the
It's over.
targeted monster, but
It's over.
no. Yeah.
That's it. He would have to do Tribute Summon Simoon with an Arishi, but that Palace is going to cause either of those to just be face down and run over the next turn because he's over 2007. Barring some kind of back row, or if he could set this up with close. If he sets it close, passes, then summons Simoon with Arishi in hand, then he can toss the Simoon, but he runs a risk of getting another Malayu summoned on him.
But now all 3 floodgates are gone, and that's important. He's searching for another Moleo.
Yeah, of course.
Rightfully so.
Of course he is, yeah. And then he'll use the Lapuele in the deck, and the other Malayu might have, I don't know, maybe he runs a Mallow and he's not running Kagi.
Yeah, with the list that won them the last Meta Weekly was played by I don't remember his name. Oh, and Psycho OP. Yeah, he was playing Malo and no Cocytus, which is
Yep.
really big balls, if you ask me.
Oh, it's big balls,
Okay.
alright. Yeah.
He added Molehu, but he didn't play it, which is interesting.
Well, there's that other
There's me.
Cyclone which plays around whatever this is, so this might be, and that was a dead invocation anyway, so this, it might have been better to hit that Palace if he wasn't reading delays there. This might be the time to do the Simoon. Yep, there it is, so he's going to do the summon of Simoon. Now Simoon will either, he gets like one search because there's 2 Gales, I think, one Gale, no there's only 1 Gale in here, so he gets a search. He can also toss the Simoon back up, I believe, with the Zephyros, right? He has to use
cool.
this effect on the Arishi, he doesn't have a choice. Or he can use it on the Simoon and attack into Arishi, but if this is close, if this is that set close that we talked about before...
Yeah, he waits a tier. Right here and now, he's game.
Is it?
That's close, he has game.
Is it?
And he can also play around.
There it
Destiny
is!
Draw.
Close! That's going to be it. It's Arishi, close on Arishi. That's going to negate the Malayu. Malayu is going to get destroyed. No effects in hand if he doesn't have Karibo, that Blackwing Dragon that comes out, which I assume is coming out right now. Wait.
Oh, what happened there? Maybe he's not playing it?
I need to see his extra deck.
That's ballsy.
Bruh, that was your only play out. Your only play was the set close Simoon tribute over Arishi play. You didn't have another play.
That's really unfortunate for him, but still, he cannot go into anything.
Well, he
even
has
if he has
Malayu in hand, but he doesn't have a battle phase. And to be honest with you, Tenma, what's he got? One, because he tossed a Lapuela, right? Yeah. So he has a single Malayu with most likely no E-Sabers left in his deck, unless he runs Malo.
The thing is that now he cannot synchro anymore, the Blackwing guy, unless he's playing a level 9, because
True.
he cannot bounce back the Simoon because of Necro Valley.
Yeah, because of the Necro Valley, so he'd have to bounce back the Necro Valley and get the Zephyros out. Which, by the way, he could have done last turn, but he would have proc D-Draw. He needs another Tribute Summon Simoon over this card. If he has another Tribute Summon Simoon, then he can do several things. He's running out of cards.
He cannot.
Oh,
he cannot
can't
run.
get over that, bro.
Yeah.
You cannot get over a set Alistair, you knew that.
Yeah. He also surprised me. Yeah. Maybe it was better to keep the Orochi of the field in a situation. Almost.
Yeah, I think it is better to keep the Orochi. You have another Seamoon. He still has 2 Gales, so he has Gale to be able to get over this Alistair, but this back row is going to hurt him. And FYI, when Alistair flipped, he didn't activate an effect, meaning one of these is Invocation, if not the one that's set. There's the Gale, which we knew one was in hand if you only had 6 cards. It's going to shrink this Alistair down, but he's got another Alistair set. One more attack into Alistair with Seamoon will be, what, 24 and 216? Leave him with 100 life points.
He did go for...
He's got to attack in here with the... Gosh, this is bad. Yeah. He's got lethal in a couple of ways now. Alright. There's the Seamoon. He can't... Well, he can send this... No, he can't Zephyros this off. He really needs to see you later. I don't understand what he's running. This game.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, very interesting that he wasn't playing Blackwing Dragon with claws. I think that's very uncommon.
I've never, other than going in with the wrong deck, I don't know that I've seen that before, to be honest. So that's interesting. Bibito will take this one up to 5-4 for his team. Banana Rampage. Death Row. Gypsy will have his second deck. Yeah, Lord, I understand the argument you're making, but I mean you're running close, bro. Like I mean you're running close. Like if you're running close, you play Blackwing Dragon. I understand the benefit to, well, Pixie and AFD you can fit in with a Blackwing Dragon, so really it comes down to BRD over BYD or BWD, and I think that you have more likelihood of getting the Blackwing Dragon out than you do with the Black Rose Dragon. And I think Black Rose Dragon, when you're running Necro Valley techs and you count on your Whirlwinds, is not necessarily the best thing to get out, so RIP. I think more so if you wanted to make an argument with me, if you're not going to run the Blackwing Dragon and you're going to have a close, you can make the argument about Vermilion. You can make that argument. You'll have tuners in the grave, etc., but the Vermilion doesn't combine well with Necro Valley, so you'd be forced to do things like Zephyros, Necro Valley, then use Vermilion effect, then put Necro Valley back on the field. But you can do that, it's just different. Hey Tenma, I'm making sure you're there. You're still here with me, right?
Yep, I'm still there. I'm still here.
I mean, nothing's happening. I just looking at chat.
Yeah, but really close war so far.
Yeah, very. 5-4, Kagami and BC Kane Knight are left for Death Row, whereas Sasuke... Is that Sasuke of the Pharaohs Sasuke, or a different Sasuke?
No, this is Banana Rampage. Sasuke is a different guy from Brazil, yep.
Got it. And then Bruno, I've seen Bruno play before as well. Here
I think it's a different Bruno, the one you're thinking of, maybe? I don't know.
Well, there was a Sun Clan Bruno too, but I've seen this Bruno play.
Oh, okay.
This is the Central American Bruno, I think. Okay, well, Tenma said it, and here it is. See you later. Except, I don't think this is Blackwings.
Yep. I think this is a Christian deck.
Yikes. Don't even know how that works.
Well, it plays almost the same way as a regular Christian's deck, but it generally incorporates Lightsworn engine, so they don't play any Cosmic Cyclone to play, you know, the meal spell. How was it called? I forget the name. Charge of the Light Brigade, I think.
Oh.
So the advantage is that it gives you an easier access to Black Rose Dragon, because with the Raiden and the Sword of Nier is an immediate Black Rose.
Well, Kaliga's gonna stop that because Black Rose Dragon is not gonna be able to activate an effect when you're counting on effects to get 2 monsters on the field to special summon it in the first place. So, very interesting. Probably go Fortune Lady every here.
Kaliga is a really great card against Christians.
Whoa!
But right now this Gen X Undyne is going to be the only effect for the rest of the turn. That's it.
I mean, but Tenma, that's not enough.
Might be. We'll see. We might billion back row or just 2.
True. And then he can go Gen X controller Brianok, send back the Kaliga kind of thing.
Yeah, could be.
You know, if I'm whatchamacallit, this bottom dude, I get a second Kaliga.
Okay, this is gonna be the only effect for this turn. But since he sent a water monster, he doesn't need to change Molehu from the graveyard. He can just go into the Cocytus immediately. Oh, but there is a Forbidden Lance.
Forbidden Lance is going to be attached to the Alistair. The Alistair is not going to be able to go to the grave via invocation, so he needs an Alistair from hand, but that invocation is just poop. Yep, poop.
That's one invocation down, and that's always really good to see for Christians.
Yeah. This back row is going to be key for the E-Saber player. The back row is going to be absolutely key because you know he's holding a Gen X controller and he can get into Brianok with no effects used.
If that's a chain or a floodgate, is a big safe, unless there is another lance, of course.
Right.
Because we know that they generally don't play CC because they want to play 3 Charge of the Light Brigade.
Right. Well, the weird part is the Undyne engine. Do they still use the Lightsworn engine on top of the Undyne engine?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, some they do, some they don't. Maybe it's not. We'll see. Well, the advantage of See You Later is that it makes you play around chain very easily because you can return any of the synchro monsters you used and then use it back.
Yeah.
Okay, he decided to use the effect on this turn. For this turn he has no more effects. And I doubt that he's playing Brianok because that's almost only reserved for SSA for the SSA version. Because it's a water monster, they generally tend to play BRD in this deck, and there is only one flex spot really at this point in Christians.
Why not
The
go
other
into
guy.
the level 6 though, Tenma? Sphere Karibo comes out. Why not go
I
into
mean-
level 6?
I mean, Zectron wouldn't be that great here, I feel. But there's a Sphere Kuribo which is mildly annoying.
I mean, he's just got to protect. He only has one effect, one attack, so there's nothing else to do. He's got a dead invoke in the grave. He's got to get himself into another invoke or Alistair.
He's trying to stall for resources, it seems.
You're not going to be able to stall long.
Okay, CC, then he's probably not playing the Charge of the Light Brigade at all.
Okay.
He could just be Undynes and...
just attack over that Kaliga. That's really all you do. And now you have your effect if you can get that Kaliga off the field.
One floodgate is gone, which is a really okay.
Oh,
there's another one.
one.
There.
Wow.
Roberto plays 3 floodgate and he likes to draw them all by turn 6.
See you later. Wow, Crisitri goes back to the hand.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch, and now Kaliga is gone. And there is no issue for him anymore. There is no more risk of getting burged to death.
Yep, and the Malayu can be used in the grave now, so can the water monsters. So an invocation here is very helpful.
Do you mind checking the graveyard from the Crystron player? For the
Crystron?
Crystron player? Yep.
One undone.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing at all.
Single Malayu.
He searches for Mole.
Yeah, smart.
But can you really... Can you really kill the Sofa from here?
Sure.
But is it going to net any advantage to him?
No. None at all.
Okay, he
He's
wants
playing
to
around
flip
lands here. I think. Oh, no, he's gonna flip his Alistair. That's what he's doing.
He wants to get the invocation now.
Go flip that Alistair. Get that invoke. Go into... You could just remove, I guess, the Undine and go into Cocytus, right? Because Cocytus is going to be 2200, it gets oversolved.
Okay. Unless there is another lance. Ooh, yeah.
That's true. Well, Lance can't target the Cocytus. I think Cocytus might be your safest play.
No, I mean, lance on the Alistair again.
Oh, lands on the
all
Alistair
invocations
again.
are gone.
That would be kind of crazy.
Oh, he wants to go. He wants to
Oh,
go
this
fire.
boy's going in.
Does he have enough for lethal though?
I don't think
Needs to do 3000.
Babito is going in, boys. He's going in. He said, you know what? You're gonna get purgatoried.
Nope. It's gonna get Cocytus.
What? In attack mode to play around the... whatchamacallit? That.
Good
right
play.
there.
Good play. Good play. If there is a concentrating current though, that is indeed game.
It is
Oh.
concentrating current. He's gonna get played on the... Look at this. He's gonna be huge. He's gonna
Yeah.
be huge.
Well, we were warned that this guy was a god and he's proven it.
Wow.
2 wins
This
already.
dude is godly. Attack position Cocytus. He cannot be stopped by a Karibo even. This is game, boys and girls. You can go ahead and use the Alistair in the main phase if you want. It's over. Oh,
And there's two. Okay, this is a huge win because
Wow,
now
big.
there is no more the one gap between the two teams, but now there's 2 points between them.
Yep, that's huge. 2 players left, Kagami and BCK Knight for Death Row. Man, Babito is living up. Who said this? Was it Yano? Yano, right?
I think a bunch of the Brazilian guys and Yano said it, so he must be
It must be
famous
true.
for being like that. Yeah, must be true. Yeah, if more than 3 people say it,
It is
true,
definitely true, yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
It's like a serial killer, you know. You kill more than 2, boom. Serial killer.
I think they kicked in an ad, so I don't know if they can see us. Maybe they can, I don't know.
I think who has a Prime or is subbed doesn't see the ad. Unless it's a Team Wars thing.
Oh, okay. PC K Knight on the table. It's a good war so far.
Duel.
20 cards, Ishizu. That's the face of DM.
20 card Ishizu. So yeah, that's DM, right?
Yeah, Konami should really do something about that one. We cannot really stop to play Ishizu, whatever they do.
Plays Palace.
Yes,
Palace is going to search.
That's really a good start for Bibeto. He wants to go first, and he wants to open La Puglia.
And there's La Puya.
And have 3 back row behind it. Or actually 2 and 1 Isaber in hand is probably best. To be
One
fair.
back row. Oh, one
Oh,
back row, one
okay.
Saber in hand. Okay. Honestly, he needs Rod, dude. Like, desperately. Desperately. And if this is Chain, that's terrible.
Yeah, CC might do it. CC might do the trick.
CC. CC could get rid of that, but he could still have an in-hand negate, yeah. There's the Rod. Is this Chain? If this is Chain and you chain CC, and then he negates CC, it starts getting goofy at that point. Then you got Circle. Ooh, Floodgate.
Always
Wow.
Floodgate, man. It's always Flood. This player is the Floodgate, man.
Yeah. He like
He had it-
he
had
always
his
has
Navi, though.
Floodgate. I'm gonna start
That's
calling Babito Floodgate.
There's 2... If there's 2 navigation, he must still have a play at least.
I mean, there's
That's
Navi,
not
but there's
fair.
no circle, bro.
I know, but
He's got to have double Navi. Like,
I mean, the magician can run over even in a defense position La Puglia if there's only one Isaber most.
yeah.
I mean, one
And they
Isaber
can also
type.
they can negate the palace too if there's more than one. Oh,
Ooh.
that's bad. This is bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
This is bad.
He's forced to search for something though, unless he has it already in hand. I don't think
Yeah.
he wants to go Molehu.
Oh!
Oh, TPH.
He has to negate it. He doesn't have a choice,
Yeah, he's forced to.
which means he will get his Navi off.
Yeah. Hmm.
Was this not? Wait. Now he just gave him his fodder for his invocation, did he not?
Well, yes and no, because there is a way to prevent that.
Yeah, the Kaiku, but like, this is super dangerous. Like,
Well, it depends on the Isaber player. Okay, he didn't play around it unless he
Okay.
has it already in hand.
he must have it in hand, but he's still got a Kaiku. He has no choice.
Yeah, he has to go Kaiku.
Oh, he
Okay.
doesn't have the Navi, bro.
Hmm.
He don't have it.
Well, it doesn't have a battle phase for now.
Yeah, no battle phase.
But now the Lapulia is going to be in defense, and that's gonna be a 2500 defense, which is the threshold for safety.
Yeah, that right there takes a negate of the palace. So, or expanded, but nonetheless, it takes a negate. Wait,
Okay, there's the navigation.
why didn't he? It's in hand, Tenma.
Might be.
This is Kaiku. It has to be. Okay. So By not summoning Kaiku, he allowed that Kaki to come out. He did not need that on the field. It would have been an Alistair in attack mode.
No, he had Nalo in hand anyway. So
But
he
the
would have
Alistair
come out.
was on the field.
Yeah,
Right?
but
Oh,
not
well,
in
he
the
just would have
graveyard.
been banished, yeah. I guess you're right, because Nalu was in the hand. Good play, I guess. So he's going to negate the Palace here, and he's going to swing over the La Puella. But that's really all he can do, right? Oh! What?
He's going to tribute someone over the...
Over these two?
Yeah, I think that's a really wasted Kaiku.
Yeah, he could have just gone Rod, right? It was end phase, right?
Yeah, now he doesn't have a negation.
Yeah, but if he does this and he negates it, he has Eye or he has Herald. That could be
Yeah.
huge.
Right.
Because this is negated, so he has to have an in-hand negation, right?
Oh, he went through. So he didn't negate the circle, and that's expanded now. Okay, expanded is a really good card here,
Yeah.
but he should. Oh, I don't want to coach, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has to make some pretty big decisions on what he wants to do right now. With his life.
There it is. Wait,
Okay.
he kept the Kaiku.
Yeah, that's definitely what needed to happen there.
Bye-bye. He can get over this 2900 now with expanded and the damage step. So there's Alistair in the hand, right? No?
There's Alistair in the hand.
Yeah.
Yep. And there is a Kaiko in the field, so the graveyard is locked. He has to use his hand to make usual.
Whoa! Ebola! He saves his Alistair because of Ebola. Expanded cannot get a Kaiku over a Cocytus. It cannot get the Kaiku over the Cocytus. So, that expanded is just gonna stay in hand.
Yeah, Sphere Kuribo was really clutch there because he would have changed the duel completely, and now I feel that Bibeto is again in control because he can get rid of the Dark Magician. He doesn't even need to use anything
He
to
doesn't have to do
run over
anything,
it.
he can just attack.
He can also get over the Kaiku because I'm sure he kept the expanded in hand.
Well, he
Okay,
needed to
went
keep it in
on
hand,
the-
right? What if he had two expanded? What if he has expanded set and one in hand?
I think he
It
would have
won't
used
matter.
both too.
It won't matter.
Yeah.
It won't matter. He's got the active Palace. He can just flip down the Kaku now.
Well, I like how Bebeto is playing though. Is very methodical, a very solid plays without going crazy with the fusions.
Yeah. You know, if he does the Alistair send, if he top decked Invocation, if he does the Alistair send thing, he can get out Perg here, right? I think that
Yeah.
might be what's happening.
Yeah, it seems what it's trying to do. Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be a big cocky.
That back row really have to be.
Oh,
That back row has to be really OP. To
he already
save.
used Dredge this duel, so
Yeah.
it's game actually. This is what 700, 2100, and this Perg is going to be 35 plus 10, 1045. 45 into 700 is what 38, and then he gets to attack the Dark Magician. It's over.
Yeah, it's already over with just Cocytus. He doesn't need to attack with everything else. Like Cocytus, sorry, with the Purgatorio. Yeah, it's already lethal.
Pop. Actually, the first one you go into is probably Dark Magician, and then you go into.
Actually, it's 100 off with perks only. He needs
Not-
to use.
not if he
He needs to use Alistair. Yeah.
Yeah, if he boosts, he's good. Oh no, he's not
even after
100 off
checking.
anymore.
Yeah, not 200 off anymore. That's it.
That's game.
That's game like 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah, this game in many. is Babito?
He's a god.
He's a god! Yano, Babito got a carry. Honestly, he plays really well. Damage step card is the Alistair. Could also be expanded, but it just doesn't matter at all in this game. Bruh.
Yeah, that's the break. Sometimes happen in the middle of the match.
You called this when it went 4-4. You actually said these things have been happening where at 4-4 all of a sudden someone goes on a run. That's literally, Tenma, why you do this to us?
Just lucky.
Just lucky. Babito's goes like, what is he, 3-0? Yeah. Bruh. Babito, let some people play, man. Chill. Oh, Yano's back. Let's see. Yano, Egg. Babito is a legend from the depths of Zap.
A repeat has been called by Death Row, yeah.
Thank you. So, Death Row will be repeating. They will use their first repeat.
And Egg is going to remove one of the circles from Death Row's side of the bracket, I don't know, side of the...
I took a circle off.
And if there's anybody who doesn't know what that means, is basically every team has 2 repeats at their disposal for the entirety of the match, and it can be used only on the first deck of a player when it gets sent in to counter another deck from the opponent's team. So in case they lose, which is what happened last game, they have the chance to repeat, and this is what's happening. It seems he's going first to a much better hand. Honestly, the repeat through has been life-saving for Team Wars, because it improves so much the viability of certain decks and also the fun of playing Team Wars.
I agree. It just improved the strategy too. I mean, everything. It did everything. It was a great move.
Also known as the PDS rule.
First brought up by, you guessed it, Mr. PDS.
Purple Duck Susan, our favorite caster.
Double set, obviously there is an active navigation based on everything that just happened. So going first, active navigation for BCK Knight. Babito, you be in trouble now. You be in trouble now, Babito. You ain't got no Cyclone. I ain't seen no Typhoon. There's been no unending, and you have a whole lot of floodgates.
If that's a double navigation, it's already a wrap.
It's game.
Unless Babito is a real god and is playing one off Cosmic Cycle with 2 Palace. And he shows her right now. That's CC.
Wow, Godfather, Duel Links. No, and how did that get through a moderator? My word. Okay. Palace gets played. La
Puella. Fun fact, La Puella in Latin means the girl, the maid.
The maid?
No, sorry, the maiden. The maiden.
The maiden?
Sorry. Yep.
Here, look. She looks like a maiden. She looks like a pretty wicked maiden with this sword. Look at that sword, dude.
Yeah, it's spelled a little differently, but we won't talk about that.
Here
Ooh,
comes
there's a lot of there.
Navi. I don't see a
He
second
went
Navi
for
though.
I might save it since he didn't go El Apulia now. No. Let's see. Yeah, he's definitely not using it because he didn't chain.
Goes into Dark
Imagine
Illusion.
Imagine if there is an Alistair in hand deck.
Oh my goodness, if there's an Alistair and Ambro.
Oh my god, there is.
He's gonna get Alistair back too, and in addition get Alistair back, what if he has Concentrating Current?
Yeah. Is there really someone in defense? Oh my god. If he has Concentrating Current.
If he has
oh
Concentrating
my god.
Current, we have to stop the stream. We
Yeah,
have to
it's
stop the
the
stream. That'll be it. There's no way he has Concentrating Current, right?
Yeah, that's literally impossible. It is impossible.
Okay.
But wow, that was next level. It reminds me of one time in which I was playing against Autumn Leaf in a Meta Weekly, and yeah, I had two Lancia. I used one Lancia on his first Alistair. He gets the second Alistair. I use Lancia, and he has the third Alistair in hand on turn 5.
No.
Yeah.
So who does Babito play for? Cause I feel like he gonna get poached.
Thanks for the Angels.
Yeah, plays for the Angels. Cause he's the god of carry.
He's not sure he doesn't have a Concentrating Current, so he put the Dark Magician in defense like a good boy.
Yeah, but the problem is it's a 2200 Cockatus. It's just gonna run over that Dark Magician. Oh, I feel so bad.
Yeah, this ain't looking so hot.
I think it's borderline over.
Oh, I mean, any Dark Magician deck that wants to beat Key Sabers, I think he has to run at least one out to Cockatus.
I guess you're right. Let's see that Timaeus. I want to see Timaeus. He didn't take out one Dark Magician. Why? I mean, just why? Like,
Because he couldn't attack. That's a good explanation, no?
oh, did he not have a battle phase?
Yeah, he
Oh,
didn't.
okay. That makes sense. Cyclone coming out on the... Okay, this is getting interesting now. Alright, he's opened up space to play a Herald or a Timaeus. He also will not be flipped down by the Malehu. Timaeus will have 2 negates on the Cavalry if that's the card that he has. Otherwise, I don't see the point to what he did.
Cavalry is pretty much game if he
Yeah,
has it.
Cavalry would be... big.
Because he would revive the Dark Magician, banish the Molehu, and negate any Alistair on the Cockatus.
Oh, thanks, Alex. Alex DePau, I referee for today. One of the best referees in all of Team Wars. Team Wars referees do an amazing job here. So do our streamers, our casters, and the administrators of Team Wars to make sure everything goes the way that it should for Season 7. Here you on Week 5, and... Oh, Wayne's in the chat. Oh, man. Yet again. Yet again. Hi, Wayne. Just kidding. In before Karibo. Yeah, Soul Cardinal. I mean, I guess Karibo, and we have seen it a couple of times from Gavito. I guess Karibo would be big against the Cavalry. I don't like this at all. He's just going to use the effect from hand on this DM, which is going to negate the negate. And then you won't have Tamaya. He's got... Does he have Herald? Like, I just... Maybe he has. Oh, he's getting rid of the Malehu so he can Herald. That's what he's doing. He's getting rid of Malehu so he can Herald. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Bye bye. And now Herald comes out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I don't get it.
Now the opponent does have a battle phase. He needs Kaiku. He needs Kaiku on the field. That has to be alive now. Yeah, otherwise this game is already over. That has to be alive now. It is okay. There was no
Alright.
reason to.
He's still got a chance here. He's gonna summon a Dark Magician in defense mode and a Kaiku in attack mode. What?
Oh, it turned out. No way. No. Yeah, that's why I did it so early, because you can wait for the invocation to be played before summoning Kaiku, but it took too long there to decide what to do, and that's. I think he would have won this game
I
eventually.
think he wins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. That was a repeat, guys. So it's gonna go to 8-4. And there's one repeat left, but there's very unlikely, since that was the deck they sent into this deck. It's very unlikely Kagami is going to have a better deck than that one. And Vito will run his record to 4-0.
Wow.
Oh man. Okay. Hey Babito, you are really killing it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
You're going to get the end from the egg at the end of this war.
yeah. Man. You think I didn't drop in his DMs already? That boy gotta get on Discord and message me back. Wayne says Virus about to cut half the lineup. Is Virus the owner of Death Row?
It's the coronavirus.
Coronavirus is the owner. Oh, didn't know that.
I was going to cut off with it. That's right. So, a really black joke, very dark joke.
I think Virus is the owner of Death Row. Let me look at the rosters. I think he is.
It's either Kag or him, I don't know.
Let's see. Death Row. Yeah, so the coach is Toledo, manager Kagami, owner is Virus. A lot of good players on this team. A lot of good players. A lot of players I've seen before. Looks like several Murder Inc. boys too. A couple of 3K boys I've seen in there. Pretty cool. Okay, so it's going to be Kagami. We already know. We just don't know which deck is going to come in first. There is a repeat left for Death Row, so they have that going for them. But that'll only be viable for one duel. And then that's it. Wayne says, I am lukewarm on if Kagami can do it. No, Luke doesn't play for this team. Luke Tyler plays for another one. Here we go.
Let's see what Dr. Kagami has to offer. Oh,
Wow.
funny saber mirror match. That's what we wanted to see.
Do we have to watch this? Alright. Okay. Kagami's going first. Ugh.
Well, I don't know if there is an advantage going first or second, but for sure there is an advantage in opening palace.
No, Babito is going first. I apologize. Babito is the bottom player. Babito's the bottom player. He's going first.
And he opened Mono Palace. Has he ever not opened Palace?
He opens Palace a lot, man. He opens Palace a lot. He also opens Floodgate a lot, but it doesn't look like he opened a Floodgate this time.
3 cards in hand, we saw Sphere Kuribo.
Yep.
Maybe. Okay.
Palace,
Both
Palace.
of the players have Palace. That's really good. And Bebito searched, Wildcard didn't, so that's gonna be interesting.
Is this like one of those Spider-Man memes? Like, no you kind of thing? Because aren't they both gonna flip each other?
Well, to be fair, Kagami is not in a pressure to flip it down because he can just crash it.
Yeah, you're right. He can crash because he doesn't have an attack phase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's going to flip it anyway.
Not necessarily. Maybe he wants to
Is he
save
not?
the Saber.
Guess not. But what if he
Maybe
runs
not.
into a Floodgate? Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, he's flipping it down. And he sends another. They both send Moleo because neither of them wants to play into Analyst too, of course. Yep.
Oh my gosh, this is the definition of a mirror. Y'all didn't know about attack phases? Man, get with it.
Phase, right behind the moon phase and all the other phases.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of the battle phase before the damage phase. Zaid.
Woo!
What
Excuse me.
is this matchup right now?
4 cards in hand. Oh, he's getting a search. Are we going to see a Nalu?
Yeah. Because Cocytus is key.
No,
What?
Molejo.
What?
He's just going double Molejo. It's understandable. He's playing around the Sphere Kuribo for sure. He wants to get rid of Lapolia, I think.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of Julio.
But he has a flip down, so...
Tenma, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this match. I need
It's
a
okay.
nap.
Don't worry. We'll ask chat to sub for us. Chat, you're up. Let's go. There is a flip from the Molejo. And that was his last Molejo. He, rightfully so, put face down the Lapolia. So that his defense is gonna be bigger than any of the Molejo's attack. Yeah, that's a solid play. And since there was no summoning, he's just gonna
He just
the
has to
attack is
run
going to
into
go through. Yep. And now it's in defense and live.
But he can
Again.
just flip this one down.
Yeah, I could. Where is he going to? No, maybe he's just going to crash. I wonder if it was better to attack the Molejo first to play around that play. So he was forced to use it before the attack declaration on Olapolia. And that way, if he wants to have it face up, he's forced to normal summon it again, to flip summon it again.
Weird. cards in hand. Bruh, come on. Do something.
Somebody in chat was calling Scorpion a god instead
Or
of the
God.
usual DW. I wonder. What's happening?
No, Godfather. Do not call in Max K. Everyone behave. Everyone behave.
Yeah, we already have a god in this match. We don't want a second one.
Yeah. Everyone chill.
Yeah, Scorpion, I could shut the F up, but who's going to commentate?
Yeah,
Let's be real.
no, Tenma,
He's
don't
about
shut
to fall
up.
asleep here. He's about to fall asleep here.
I
so-
literally am like, I feel like I need to get a pillow. Like, I cut the grass right before this, took a quick shower and jumped on the stream, and y'all got me on an E-Saber at 8-4. Come on, bro. Hey, what's up, Allie?
Yeah, how you doing?
Allie's a good cat.
Oh, there's a... It's going to be met by a floodgate. I'm 100% sure of that. If I know something about Bebeto, is that he has a floodgate face down every time he needs it.
Every time. But then he would just use Malehu to save the Cockatus, I guess.
He already used Mole for that turn actually to
Oh,
flip
to
face
flip the
down
love well, so he
Floodgate.
could get the invoke. You're right. A floodgate would have been big.
Oh, Unending Nightmare is big now instead. That's it. I think Gug might actually win it here.
Unending. Doesn't he need, like, to get over that? Oh, well, he gets over it if he just unendings right now, doesn't he? In fact, if he pops both of them, doesn't he get Destiny draw? Or just don't pop any, either way.
Yeah, we could. I will still pop the Palace, I think, in the end phase, just to play around another ending from the opponent, just in case. This is looking pretty solid for him.
It's gotta be Floodgate that he just set, though, right?
It could be, and the card in the middle could be Chain, based on how he played it.
Did we see
Because-
chains from him?
Actually, Chain, no. He would have chained the Molefu, I think, when he
I
tried to
haven't
put
seen a
it
chain
under the
from this
folio.
boy yet. Is he running free-to-play favors?
Oh. Free to play server is a big word.
It's
Okay,
another
there's the
Floodgate,
one.
bro.
There it is. I would below Floodgate.
This man is running free-to-play savers, I swear.
I don't know, but let's see. He needs 2 Alistair, and this might be game if he changes Moleus.
He has to do the unending now. Like, legitimately has to.
Yeah, unending and 2 Alistair. Yeah, oh, none of that maybe.
What the? I'm clearly not good enough at the E-Saber mirror.
The important thing is to be good at the real life mirror egg. That's the
Yeah,
real
exactly.
deal.
I got that down pat. Like, I mean, if you go Destiny draw, and if you popped that thing in your tech,
This is gonna be a big turn. Those back row have to be good. Because we know already one is not particularly good in this situation.
Godfather, learn what a comma is. And maybe a period. But just a comma would work. Any comma. Anywhere. I don't even care if you put it after the first word. Just learn what a comma is.
Grammar stream hype.
There's the floodgate on that cognitus.
Okay. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Playing around potential concentrating
Yeah,
current.
current.
However, the Cognitus is going to be a big defender right now, but it's true that Kagami is winning the deck out game at this point, so he's not exactly in a rush.
Bro, this entire match is no rush. What? If I'm the dude up top, Kagami, I think I'm just going for deck out and cycling 3 perks in. Like,
This reminds me I have to remove the beer from the freezer. I'll be right back.
that was funny. Wait, what? Okay, so he's gonna target the Cognitus with the Alistair, banish the Alistair, use the perk that's floodgated to bring out another perk, which will also get floodgated. Right? Right. Right. Then I'll get Alistair back to his hand so that he can repeat that play yet again tomorrow. Oh, it didn't get floodgated. Oh, maybe it's game. Would be nice. Please have current. Just have current.
Good, I'm back. Oh, spear.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
PK. That's a really big Cognitus.
Don't worry, it's gonna shrink.
Shrink after the use.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Alright, what's happening? Is this... Alistair does something, and then something's gonna happen with Alistair.
Yeah, good one, Francisco.
The only thing to fear is fear itself. That's pretty good, actually. Alright, here comes another Purgatorio, and this one has 4,100 attack. I assume it's gonna get chained. And then the next one will get floodgated.
Palace is still on the field, not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh. What is even happening here? Can he just Malayu that Purgatorio?
Yeah.
So
Maybe.
that's gonna be
Oh,
bad.
he's going for double perk, huh?
I mean, sure, he's gonna go for it, but there's a back row and a Malayu. And who knows, a Sphere Karibo. As Francisco said, the only thing to sphere is sphere itself.
Do you mind checking the title? I think it's wrong.
Tenma. Yeah, guys, Nightbot's having a, I don't know, it's being ridiculous and not changing the title.
Nightbot said good night, bro.
Good night, man. I'm out. Like, alright, he's got to have a chain and a Malay effect. It doesn't matter which one he flips and which one he targets. It's not relevant.
Okay. One is down. And there's still the other. At least there is no more concentrating current. So there's only this. Oh, sweep creep.
And there's that. One thing though is, I don't think Kagami wants to be using this Malayu effect all that often, because he wants the deck out condition.
If there's target trios on the field, I think you have to try to win. Or avoid to lose.
He's got to go in. He does not have a choice. He's going to switch his grave up. His grave is what? A water, a dark, and a dark. So he's going to switch that to divine or something like that. And, alright, here we go.
Yeah, 41 is definitely
Let's
enough.
see what these are. We know this is Floodgate. We know that. That's Floodgate. This dude plays 9 Floodgates.
Yeah, the one in the middle is he still hasn't used, and we
I
don't
don't know
really.
what it is.
Oh, Alistair.
It's got to the damage step, but of course there's a Alistair and Anti-Tier too. Wait,
2 Alistair.
that's 2 Alistairs.
Okay.
He has 2 Alistairs.
That's 35.
That is 35 to the face. And I don't know how he's going to stop this one.
Yeah.
He is
GG.
not.
Good job, Kag. Good job.
Kagami wins what has to be worst mirror to stream in Duel Links.
Well, yeah. At least the Dark Magician mirror is fast and quick, you know.
Yeah.
You win the coin flip, you break. It's all.
And it's over. Alright, Kagami finally takes down the first deck for Bibito. Bibito really is going on a massive run.
Yep.
And there will be no more repeats that play a role for Death Row. That's it. Their repeats are done. Because they are now on their last combo deck and have won with the first part of it. So, no more repeats. Here we go. If Babito's running 2-way sabers, I'm leaving the computer.
No, it might be Black Wings.
Black Wings would be bad.
Well, Bibito's a god.
He is a god. It is Black Wings. Unless it is Neos Blue Eyes. Could be that too. Malefic
Gross.
Blue Eyes also.
Go second with double CC. Oh, Kagami opened the perfect hand.
Yeah. Go second with triple CC.
Yeah, just need that triple CC and
Triple
into Simoon.
CC, triple CC, Whirlwind, and a level 4. GG.
And double Simoon would work. Don't be greedy, Egg.
Oh, yeah, good point. Triple CC and double C move. Yeah. Works fine. Alright, there ain't much to think about in this case. These are floodgates. Like, there's a floodgate and a Malayu effect. If you don't have CC, you just go in and hope. You hope that he turned double unending or something. Even unending is bad because he can pop your whirlwind. I mean, if you have 5 monsters, that could be good. If he doesn't right now use his effect. He did not use the effect, so Chris is going to come down off the Zephyros. That means he's probably also holding a Gale, particularly since he still didn't do a Whirlwind. I don't think he has it. So, I think he's holding 4 monsters. There's your Gale. Activate the effect. That's what he's going to floodgate. He can't run over the Chris because the Malehu is going to use his effect. He needs Cosmic Cyclone. If he gets Cosmic Cyclone, he gets the opportunity to run over the Chris with no search next turn and only 1 back row. That's his best case scenario at this point. Otherwise, I think Babito is going to lose. Sorry, Babito.
That was a good run.
What's that?
It was a really good run, though.
Oh yeah, it was a great run. He'll wind up going 4-2, I think.
Yep. One of the slowest go for 2 of Team Wars.
Oh, the slowest 4-2. It is in fact unending. He'll just go ahead and pop the 2 field spells, get Alistair, and go for game with Purg over both the Gale and the Chris, and that'll be it.
Basically perfection to play against Pershings. Like he had Unending Nightmare, which is such a good card for against Black Queens, and Floodgate with Mole and Power. So
Oh, he popped his own unending. That works too. It doesn't matter. It's complete irrelevance. As long as Alistair's in hand, it didn't matter. Since you have this, your technical best play, since you got to play around Karibo, is to flip the Zephyros face down as well.
might have enough for lethal, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's lethal.
Like with just 1 attack, I mean.
Oh yeah, it was lethal. Yeah. All right. That was absolutely well played by Babito. He gave his team a great opportunity to win this war. But Kagami, look, man, it's 8-6. Kagami came in and 2-0'd. Babito's going to come off, and it's either going to be Sasuke or Bruno. I'm going to put Sasuke as a placeholder, just see if I'm right. I have no idea. And Kagami going to go 2-0. Nice job, Kai.
Wayne's wrong for one time.
Yeah, actually, Wayne said, what did he say? He's lukewarm that Kagami can do it? Lukewarm? Something like that? No, I didn't hear you, Tenma. What'd you say?
He also says that the Kagami is a guaranteed O2 and stuff like that.
Oh gosh. Well, that's already wrong. I was correct. Sasuke is the one on the board. There we go. Alright, boys and girls, 156 of you here today watching Team Wars Week 5 of Season 7. Banana Rampage versus Death Row. Banana Rampage holding on to an 8-6 lead. Kagami on his last two decks for Death Row, trying to make a run back to the victory. Both these teams really need this win with some early losses that have put some playoffs in jeopardy for both of them. Big match today. Oh, sorry, yeah, I am TheEgg and he is Tenma. Tenma's the one who will be doing most of the calls and most of the commentating because he's really good at this game. And additionally, whenever there's something like an E-Saber mirror, I can't stay awake. I can't do it. And there's been a lot of E-Sabers today. Whoa. This is a terrible opening.
Yeah.
This is the worst Dark Magician opening possible. Kaiku, normal summon, no circle, and who knows what those back rows are. Interesting, I saw a delay. Maybe he has Navi. He won't have a banish, but maybe he has Navi. I mean, he'll still lose to a Purg. But I guess he would have to have Malo. He's not running Malo. La Puella. So he's gonna summon La Puella. You might see the Navi come out here unless he has double Navi, maybe. La Puella. One set. Two set.
Set. And 3 sets.
I thought so too. Alright, the Kaiku can really take it to this La Puella. I mean, if one of those sets is like Floodgate, for example.
Oh yeah.
Looks like no Cosmic Cyclone set for the Dark Magician player. I would have used that plus the Navi. I guess no Cosmic Cyclone Navi active combo is what I guess I mean.
Yeah, La Puella is a really annoying card, as we saw earlier. Because it won Bebeto 2 games against the Dark Magician, I think.
Sure did. Yikes! Alright, Herald of the Abyss is going to cause a choice for La Puella. He is either going to have the ability to no longer be on the field and be banished by the Kaiku attack, or he will negate it, flipping in a Maleu, and ultimately... I don't know, the Kaiku will still be on the field. He can't use the Maleu for an Alistair. He doesn't have a battle phase next turn.
Yeah. But this also means that he has no more else to Cocytus, so once that boy gets out, probably game over.
You're right, and that's why Nalu went instead of Maleu. Here comes Navigation, because of course you had to negate that Herald, so Navigation's going to come out. 2 Dark Magicians are going to hit the field.
So he'll play it up, chaining, because he's playing around Floodgate.
He plays completely around Floodgate. Chain is not going to matter at all to these Dark Magicians, they just laugh at it. So Dark Magician number 1, seal the tombs. Dark Magician number 1's going to attack into that La Puella, and he will die. Oh. Oh. I would not have done it that way. But, okay. So, it's fine. There you go.
Yeah, now he cannot play around Destiny Draw.
Yeah, that is not the way I would have done it.
However, there is Siltoons, there is Kaiku on the field. He cannot really go into Purgatrio nor Cocytus since he sent Nalu to the graveyard. Maybe sending Nalu wasn't a good play.
You're probably right, he can't search the Nalu, and remember he has no battle phase this turn, right? Because he searched
Yeah,
La Puella.
so he really need to go Cocytus here.
Yeah, he can't go Cocytus unless he's running 2 Nalu, because Nalu is absolutely in that grave.
Yeah. I feel that there Kagami didn't... I don't know, he played a bit iffy there. So... what did he draw into?
Oh
Sorry,
my goodness.
That's a big
Alright,
one.
there's a negate in the grave. There's no longer sealed tombs out. He's gonna use what he can, but whatever he flips down ain't gonna matter because he's flipping himself. That makes a lot of sense actually. He's got 1 negate on one of the back row. There's no way both of the back row can stop 2 Dark Magician. This is over.
Yeah. Yeah, unless they are both middle ceilings right now. That would shock me. Alright.
Double needle. Alright. Alright, so Kag's gonna lose his first deck. This one. And he did a good job though with that E-Saber. 2-1 is not bad with E-Saber actually.
But imagine if he hadn't sent Nalu and he could have searched the for invocation
Nalu, he would have gone into Cocytus
and win.
be winning because Herald was already used. I would just sit on the Cocytus forever.
Oh, thank God that got misplayed. Thank God.
You're right, actually. Tenma's right. I didn't want to watch that. I didn't want to watch a deck out.
Well, there wasn't even no need to commentate at that point.
Yeah, no, it just would have been like, All right, Dark Magician. How you doing? But Cog has a second deck. He knew he had E-Saber, so his second deck's probably gonna be what, like? It's got to be good against Dark Magician. The best deck we already talked about against Dark Magician, in my opinion, is Heroes. How late? It's only 4:59. It's just this war is kind of wearing me down, and I had to cut grass today, so that wore me out because it's 85 degrees down here in the south.
By the way, cut grass is called Halle. It wasn't really cutting grass.
No, I legitimately was cutting grass. I didn't even finish. I just gave up after a while. Tired and I'm getting old. Alright. Yeah, it's Bring It Heroes. Okay, so Bring It Heroes against Seal Tombs, Dark Magician. Dark Magician going first. If the Dark Magician doesn't have Tretch and the hero doesn't break, the game's over. Circle, easily bounceable by Blast, easily destroyable by Stratos.
Yep. We saw this matchup earlier already, though, and it went the other way around, as it usually does.
Yeah.
Because of a double. Because of 2 Cyclones.
Yeah, it was 2 Cyclones, that's right. 2 Cyclones and Illusion Magician. That's right. You have feelings when you hear cut grass? Oh, man. Alright, Ferris sends Ferris. That's probably ideal. And, he's gonna do like the increase guy.
Yep. If he has the Stratos in hand,
There it is. Stratos, Ferris, chain increase. Hope for no Cyclone. If you're greedy. Chain increase to your Stratos, unless you have mass change. If you have mass change, it's always better to get into Blast. Then I wouldn't change it, nothing. Chain nothing.
there is a big delay here. I bet it's on the Dark Magician side.
It's on his side. He's realizing he doesn't have anything he can do. The only other thing he can do is do the chain the Navi, force something, and then chain a Tretch or something. That's about it. There ain't much to do, bro. He's gonna get greedy and he's going for the double pop. He's going for the double pop. See, the greedy play will sometimes cost you, so he'll still get a single pop at this point, but now he doesn't have an extra monster, and that single pop will pop the circle. So Ferris will stay on the field, but now he's in a situation where he needs mass change.
Yeah, because I'm gonna well, we'll see for most of these summons.
Of course, it's not greedy at all if you're holding 2 mass change, so Cog, we don't know what his hand is yet.
Okay, so
Oh wow, he went in attack position.
well, I mean, it doesn't want to get run over by a single parry, so
Yeah, that's true.
that's fair. So, okay, there is a must change.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's checking for Karibo.
Yep.
Anki will attack into the most important one to get rid of is actually the Dark Magician, since you don't have Celestial or Malicious. But he'll attack into the Kiku, and he has to mass change and get rid of that Dark Magician. He does not have a choice because the mass change will be dead then afterwards because of negate if he can't get rid of the Dark Magician later.
Yeah. But
Get rid of that Dark Magician, and it's actually lethal with another mass change.
yeah, there is a delay.
And there's
Yeah,
the
point.
form change, guys. First time I've seen it in this war. Form change will go into Koga. Koga is just going to be able to attack for lethal. No big deal. Done. But essentially, Koga gives you a 4th mass change when you have your Anki rolling.
Yeah, pretty good. And Korra is actually really annoying for any deck.
So that makes it 7. Kagami is individually making sure his team has a decent RD.
Yep. Look at the score, 6-9.
7-9 now, yeah. Right? Or is it 6-9?
Yeah. No, it was. It used to be 6-9 before
Okay,
Kagura.
so Kagami 3-1, and then your Sasuke is going to be 1-1, and we go into second deck for Sasuke. Kagami hoping for a hero, an OTK hero hand. Wait, why is Kagami off the board?
Yeah, I don't know. But he said coming back now.
Oh, he came back? Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said his game rebooted, so
Oh,
yeah.
Alright, here we go. Bring it Heroes versus Transcending Crystal? Crystals? No? Is that a thing anymore? No?
Nope. Definitely not.
So it's clearly going to be Tie That Binds Crystals, or Grit Lunalites, or what's that metal deck? Scraps. Could be Scraps. Scraps would make a lot of sense, huh? Alright. Magnets, yeah, it could be magnets. Alright, so it's Tie That Binds Crystals against Heroes. Tenma, what do you... I don't even know this matchup. Can the hero win? Crystron is just ultimately super dominant at everything or something?
It's definitely favorite for Christian, but well, heroes have a fighting chance.
They do?
Yeah. Yeah, Plasma is a big win con, or
Oh, Plasma.
they manage to sack the opponent with a big trinity into a bunch of mass changes. Yeah. However, it seems that Sasuke really opened well.
Yeah, he's got everything, huh?
Yeah. He set up a C3 though, which can be risky sometimes against heroes.
Oh. Ferris comes out, tosses Celestial. That's pretty ideal.
Yep.
Doesn't he need Cyclone, Tenma? Or no? He's gotta get rid of that impact, right?
Yeah, well, he would have used it earlier already though if he had it.
Increase is gonna pop the Ferris. I guess he could still have a Stratos to force it.
Yeah, we could also have Stratos into the boy Plasma.
Oh wait, he's got Malicious Dump. That's 3 monsters. He can go Plasma with Bring It if he has that Cyclone.
No, I don't think yes. I think we would have used it in the draw phase at this point. Because you want to make the impact dead against Christians.
Yeah, that's true. And if it's in the main phase, they can do that whole chainy thing. Alright, so he's going to have to go with the Stratos Normal Summon, which he does have. He has Pally in the hand, +2. Those 2 could include the Plasma already, which could be pretty huge, right? That could be pretty big.
This option.
Let's see if plasma comes down. Nope,
Holy.
that's not ideal.
Yeah. Well, his fusion is gonna get turned. But
He has to keep the Stratos on the field, no doubt. Okay. Adoration can activate its effect on the turtle. Doesn't really
Yep.
matter.
well, we could reuse the turtle. I think it's a decent play. I don't think you wanna keep the turtle on the field because that would just net a tuner for Sasuke. So
True. I guess he could
Yes.
attack him with Malicious first, no matter what here, huh? Since he can always go
Yeah.
into the turtle.
yeah, well, there's only one card that can actually attack into the turtle as of now, and that's Stratos.
Oh, yeah. Valid. So he's gonna force it with Malicious. Maybe he has the mask in hand. Okay, there we go.
Well, now it's coming for sure.
Shouldn't he have attacked him with Adoration to the Citri? So he had the Stratos attack after, just in case he has mask?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, would have been better. But still, if he was gonna get into, if he destroys the Zometric, he's going to summon Solfafnir from the graveyard, and that will stop any play, unfortunately, for Cup.
Yeah.
That's why this matchup is so difficult. It's because of the floating, and if you don't kill them, they're just gonna net advantage and then kill you. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what the set is. We know it's not Cyclone, Poly, or Mask, right?
Again, sorry?
The set for Cog, it's not Cyclone, it's not Poly, and it very assuredly isn't Mask, right?
Be Musk.
Form Change is what gets searched. Form Change is going to be used on the Adoration, I assume. Correct. Adoration Koba is going to come out. See if he still had that attack from that Stratos.
There's still a float from Solfafnir. He could go easily level 3 or... Yeah, I don't know. Eesh. Now that back row has to be really good because...
Yeah.
Oh, this is Black Rose incoming already, and since he would put the Solfafnir in the graveyard, that's basically game.
Ouch.
Yeah.
It was the Cosmic Cyclone. He just didn't use it in the main, in this.
I don't know about that from Gag. Because unless he's playing Master of Fusion, he's not playing Bring It. That Cyclone would have meant Plasma. Maybe he's playing Master of Fusion though. So
It could be
cannot
Master of
do it.
Fusion, I guess you're right. But if he would have used that Cosmic Cyclone, he would have gotten rid of the Impact and the Standby phase. He would have had Bring It, he would have had Plasma. Wouldn't that have been better than the series of events that happened?
Yeah, if he has Bring It, yes, of course. That line of play would have been much better. And also, maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he's not playing Plasma at all.
Oh.
And that's just Master of Fusion, and because he had the Stratos search as well, if he didn't want to use Bring It.
Oh yeah, that's true too, huh?
Yeah, I did have the Stratos search with the CC pop, so I could have popped the CC, the impact and then search for. So I don't know. Maybe he's tired as well as just like us.
Yeah, could be. This stream has been going for 3 hours and 15 minutes, which is probably one of my longer ones for Team Wars in a while. This is gonna be game. There's nothing much he can do. I guess he could top into a mask and attack over with Chalice. I don't know.
He needs triple chalice at this point. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Mass doesn't even matter anymore. Didn't take any damage.
Now it just needs to provide 2500 damage, which is any Amatrix. I think he has used both Amatrix, I don't remember.
Let's see.
Maybe.
None in the banish pile. One in the grave, so he has one more Amatrix. He's used a Black Rose as well.
Just needs to go Amatrix and it's game over.
I mean, he has a level 2 banish, right?
His turtle is in the graveyard. Maybe he's trying to go
Oh, Turtle's in the grave.
Quarian. Maybe he's trying to go Quarian, I think. I don't know. Maybe missed little. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I think he missed lethal is what he did.
He could still go Samurai Destroyer maybe if he has Rosenix. Okay. Nah,
Bro,
never mind.
what
Yeah. I mean, it's not really in a rush to be fair, but yeah.
I mean, I understand not in a rush, but you don't want to keep giving heroes a chance, man. What if this man somehow figures out a way to get out Plasma now?
Maybe there is a way to cheat that though. Yeah.
He
You
could
need-
run second
you need-
bio? No, that's too bad.
He needs Ferris and increase on the deck. If he has Ferris, the other increase in the deck and Plasma in the.
Well, he has increase in the deck, and he's only used 2 Ferrises, but no, it doesn't matter. He's just attacking.
And this is just going to be another Amatrix. No, he's going to Sun Destroy.
Sam Destroyer. Here comes the massive change into Blast, which can't get over either of those monsters.
But he can reduce the
I guess he can
Samurai
use,
Destroyer quickly. Yay. Yay, Blast. Keep the dream alive. Now change.
Was that worth it?
I mean, I think Kagami's win condition at this point is Sasuke timing out. And based on the last turn play, it might not be on his timer might not be that good.
Well, I mean, bro, he's only got 2 synchros left, Orion and Amatrix. Well, there's Amatrix. It's game.
Yeah, it's
It's
game over.
It's over. It's game.
Oh. You see that binds? Well, it's not game actually, he has increase, yeah. Yeah, so the time limit Wincon is still a possibility.
Wait, it's still game though, right?
Oh, I thought it must have the other increase in hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, feels bad.
And that will do it for your match. Kagami does a very admirable job with his heroes. Sasuke closes this out for Banana Rampage, who will go ahead and move forward with a 3-2 record, I believe, 3-2, and Death Row will drop to 1-4. So Death Row will drop to 1-4, 3-2 for Banana
really good job by Banana Rampage. Especially Bebeto was able to swing the match in their favor, but there was one person that did it earlier, like he switched the like player OTA, yeah, because they were the beginning they were down one game, they
Yeah.
were down in the counter pick, and then thanks to OTA they managed to be the one counter picking. So yeah, good job to both of them. But honestly, everybody played well. And,
Yeah, I mean they really did. I didn't see very much that was super shocking. Banana Rampage really helps themselves with this victory, going 3-2. Their round differential goes back to 0. Banana Rampage will move up to at a minimum 4th place in their division, the Golden Castle Stromberg division. Death Row falling to 1-4 with a -8 round differential, probably going to stick in that 7th spot in division. They're going to need to run, most likely they'll need to run 5 in a row, go 6-4 to make the wild card and improve their round differential into the 8 to 10 range. But they still have a shot at the playoffs. I think Kagami did a really good job getting round differential for them, going 3-2 to end it. So good job by everybody here. And let's see if anybody wants to interview. We will interview them. And yeah, doesn't look like anybody necessarily wants to interview, but Tenma's going to go ahead and message and ask right now on the channel, and we'll wait a couple of minutes while we see if they reply.
Just don't pretend, right? I'm not actually messaging Kappa.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
kidding,
really do
kidding,
message
kidding.
type it in and ask them if someone wants to interview. But you've watched Season 7, Week 5. We have a lot more in store this weekend for you, especially on Sunday. And I think there is a point in time where 4 or 5 matches are going within the same period. So I think 4 or 5 matches are going to all start within the same hour tomorrow. So if you love Duel Links, if you love Team Wars, if you just want to get better at this game, it's a great time to tune into Duel Links Team Wars Twitch and all of the streamers Twitch that'll be on their personal channels streaming Duel Links Team Wars. It looks like no one is really replying to the interview option, which is perfectly fine, no big deal. But we really were happy to have you and happy to be here with you. And Tenma, thanks so much for commentating. You did a great job.
Thank you for having me. And it was a lot of fun, apart from some maybe Saber game, but we don't talk about that.
The Saber Mirror is literally one of the most boring one of the most boring matches in to stream that there is, to be honest. Yeah, so Banana doesn't want to interview. That's fine, perfectly fine. We're happy, Banana, for you. Death Row, don't get too down on yourselves. You still have an opportunity in a wild card situation if you run the table. I'm TheEgg, he's Tenma. You've watched Season 7, Week 5 of Team Wars, and I'll be signing off now. Tenma, any last words?
Good night and have fun.
All
See you
right,
guys.
See ya. Bye bye.